session of Tales of Tellos, the Steam Mage. I'm your humble Dungeon Master, DM Order, and I'm joined by these awesome individuals who are the heroes of the campaign, also known as the Crimson Peacekeepers. So, if this is the first time tuning in, welcome. We're excited to have you. If this is if you're a repeat viewer, welcome again. Happy to have you. Tonight is session 59, and if you're curious about anything that we covered last 58 sessions, you can spend hours catching up on our YouTube channel, Castles and Calamities. It has all of our episodes from this campaign, as well as our sister campaign that takes place on Thursdays, known as the Acronymic Adventures, the Guild campaign. That's run by DM Chaos, also known as Lance, the businessman here in this campaign, apparently, with his Zoom name for it. But yeah, if you're interested in watching a campaign that takes place after a time skip of sorts, and then most of the guild factions have been destroyed, and us trying to now rebuild the world after the bad guys have won. Check it out. It's a fun time, no alcohol required. Well,
But
however,
needed.
but needed or recommended. But if you're interested in a campaign where political intrigue is everywhere, a civil war is brewing, and borders are changing, and the heroes are trying to find a mysterious individual that could hold the key to stopping an evil cult-like organization, you're in the right place. So let's go back into recap mode. Lance, you have a question?
I just did the math, and if you watched all of the videos from both campaigns, it's 11 and a half days.
11 and a half days. That's impressive. We're getting through it. And for anyone who may not be aware, I'm planning on taking my campaign 150 sessions. That's going to be like the ballpark for it. So we're past the third marker. We're getting closer, in little by little, getting closer towards the halfway marker. But yeah, it's going to take more than 11 days to watch this campaign from beginning to end. So that's awesome. But with that being said, let's go into a little bit of recap what's going on with the Crimson Peacekeepers. So, the Crimson Peacekeepers have been tasked with a quest. They need to find a certain individual that is holds the key to uh, potentially sealing away the Anti-16. In order to do that, they need to get to him where he is in the Dwelven Ruins, this strange place that the entrance moves around, and time is a little funky down there for it. It's not strictly linear for it. In order to get there, they need to find the entrance. Where is the entrance? Well, the entrance changes. Currently, it is in the city of Zarek. And where in the city of Zarek? Well, no one is quite sure or certain. So, the group traveled from the city of Timoshk over to the city of Zarek, crossing the short desert, and was not without an incident. They were successful in capturing some of the monsters that they were tasked with by the Dawn Callers, but then they got caught by the Brotherhood of Blue, this mercenary group that is pro-West, or at least is hired by Western sympathizers, and have been patrolling the area. They were questioned and escorted towards Zarek under guard, but not before Big Red scared away a couple of rot trolls with his exuberant intimidation. Some bones were harvested, the group crossed the short desert, and arrived in Zarek, where Constable Red was able to help the group out by delivering a message from the Arif herself, excusing you all from any further interrogation. The group then traveled to the Mazer Mansion, also known as Alice's home, and she was reunited with her family. And it was a very big and large family for it. The group was able to relax to various degrees in the comforts of a home instead of in the desert, and a drinking contest ensued where Lance, well, I should say everyone
One.
puked,
Lance
and
won.
it was a three-way tie between for those who remember it correctly, Alice, Penny, and Erlon. The group went to bed, and for those who are not aware, I mentioned this after the game, but announcing it here, you all leveled up. So welcome to level 9. The group becomes stronger, and now we are picking up on the 24th of Earth. It is the second to last day of summer. Autumn is right around the corner. So let's start with some dice rolls. Everyone roll me a d20 and let's see what's going to happen on tonight's session 59. Yes, the red, fake red imposter for Constable Red. All right, so we got Alice with a 6, Lance with Lance is trying to high five Alice. Uh, Chance with a 4, Erlon with a 16, and Zanny with a 10. Still below the curve, but that's fine. Alice and Lance roll another rollies. 13, and then Lance 5. Awesome. All right, so for tonight's session, we're gonna go with Erlon number 1, Zanny number 2. 3 will be Alice, 4 Lance, 5 Chance. All right. So, Erlon, as you wake up in the Mazer mansion, what is how is Erlon feeling waking up in the comfort of a nice soft bed, um, and not in the desert, as well as seeing bluish tones instead of black tones of the Black Sands estate or the Black Sands manor?
Um, Probably at this point, we are wandering around Alice's estate
All right,
and just wandering aimlessly.
cool. You're waking up and you're just going and you're gonna start wandering? Is that correct?
Yeah, wandering around, just kind of taking it all in. I will try to find a robe of any type and live this lavish life at least for one day.
Awesome. All right. You're able to find a robe in your bathroom.
Fantastic. I'm only putting the robe on.
All right. So you are just wearing the robe, no other garments beneath it.
Nope,
And
I'm taking the sleeves off.
you are able to wander around. And I'll just say, just for fun, just roll me a d20.
D20.
Yes.
Right. Bedtime.
All right. You're able to get up and you're starting to wander. Would you be wandering the third floor, second floor, or first floor?
I mean, we're gonna go in between. Well, my bedroom's on the third floor, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I think we'll be wandering around the rest of the third floor for a little bit and then just going down from there.
Okay. Wandering around the third floor, you see many doors are closed, just because everyone's asleep, the bedrooms at least. Um, you don't see anything untoward. You see several paintings and several family portraits on the third floor, one including Alice. And you see that there's one that's more in black and white. It is a photograph, a large photograph that had been taken of her. You remember your first time getting a photograph when you all saved the train
Mm-hmm.
with the Iron Griffin. So you're familiar with photography, but it's still an interesting technology for you. But overall, it's a very nice, especially this early in the morning. You're the first one awake of the group. You're not really, there's nothing, no activity on the third floor per se.
All right, then we're going to the second floor then. If there's no activity, if it's boring.
Well, before that though, Zenny,
Oh,
you are an early riser, and you did roll second, so you would Zanny be getting up to go for her jog?
Uh, yeah, y- yeah. She gets up and she spends about 2 minutes going. I'm gonna wait for Alice, and then it's like, wait, no, we're in Zarek. Alice just reunited with Bruce. There was a whole bunch of drinking last night. I should just do my own fucking thing this morning.
Yep. So
I think she goes straight down to get breakfast first.
awesome. Erlon, right as you're turning around, you see the door opens and Zanny is coming out. Zanny, are you wearing like any workout clothes or anything?
Um, Yeah, I'm wearing the boots of the desert and then like just some just loose fitting pants and a shirt.
Excellent. So Erlon and Zanny, you see each other. Zanny, you see Erlon just in apparently barefoot and only having a robe on at the moment.
No,
Well,
hey
good
Zanny.
morning.
Good morning.
You're up early, especially after all that alcohol. My God.
That alcohol barely even, phased me. Typical night out, I'd say. Um,
Yeah,
have you
that makes sense.
so as you came over, Erlon is like kind of like posing and like kind of doing that weird kind of back and forth like bob with his body looking at all these paintings, and he's just studying them, like thinking that he's looking for some type of artistic thing there when he has no idea what artistic is. And he's gonna be like pointing him out to Zanny, just like Zanny, have you taken a moment and looked at Alice and her lovely, lovely family?
Honestly, I hadn't taken the time yet to really look around at the decor. I was kind of busy earlier. She takes a moment and actually starts looking them up and down. I like not like eyeing the actual quality of it and stuff. Just how well did the painter do? Just hmm, I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's nice, really showing off the good old family that Alice has. You think one day we'll be on that wall?
On this one specifically, I mean, I think that might be up to Alice and Bruce, but we'll be we'll be on a wall. Trust me, we'll be on somebody's wall one day.
Well, you come on, look at it. Like they're all happy in these pictures. They're all together. We had that picture together on the train. I feel like that would be a good photo on this wall.
You know, you make a good point.
So who do you think we got to talk to about that?
Well, let's see. There's probably some sort of photograph shop around here somewhere. Maybe we could even talk to Bruce and get it on a big piece of paper.
Hmm. Yeah, paper. It has to be the best of paper when it comes to those two.
Well, I mean, I, I'm. I mean, I don't know shit about shit when it comes to paper. I just trust her judgment and say if she says it's best paper, it's the best paper. I'm sure she's, got her
Well,
preferences.
Zanny,
It's
are
her
you
company.
saying that, you know, that their paper isn't the best of paper?
Uh, Honey, I still use parchment.
Oh.
I mean, I'm I'm old school. Everybody's got these fancy pens that have these little chambers in them. It's got that ink in it. And no, I'm a girl that likes to dip my quill in a vat of ink and put it on a piece of parchment.
Hmm. Well, make sure you don't tell Alice about that one. She might take a little, take it to heart, Zanny.
Oh, I have already been judged by that young woman for my many non-paper escapades. At least my granddaddy's book was written on paper. I
Hmm.
mean, it's old ass paper, but at least it's paper.
Huh. Well, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wait, hold on. Wait, what are you dressed in? Are you like getting ready for something?
Well, I was gonna go for a jog.
A jog?
Yeah, I go for a run pretty much. I mean, almost every morning, right before I go
Like,
grab paper.
Zanny, I'm all about working out, but I mean, look at this place that we're in. Can't you just take a moment and like just take it all in, live it up a little? I mean, look at this robe I have on. And like he does like a big stretch open arms kind of deal. Most likely the rope has now fallen open.
I have I have noticed that there are no sleeves. Also, there's a so, and she just points down at your waist like there's a sash, and you're supposed to tie that.
Uh, Come on. I'm Big Red, Zanny. You know what? I feel like the whole family has seen plenty of Big Red as it is.
I
What's
mean,
what's a
I don't if
little,
you
little nudity here and there?
well, I mean, it is a little nudity.
What what do you mean by that?
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean?
Zanny,
Like, you're right.
well,
Like you said,
no,
it's a little
I heard
nudity.
nope. I heard the little part. We're talking about Big Red here, and
Oh,
this is
you
where
mean the
you
part
said
where I
little.
put the emphasis on the word little when I was referring to your penis?
Say what?
What?
You know what, Zanny? I'm going to
You're
tell
looking
Alice
good,
next
kid.
time that you don't like her paper.
Okay.
All right? And then we'll
Chick-
talk about that little problem of you and Alice's later on.
Little problem of
Emphasis
mine
on
and
little.
Alice's. Wait, what problem do I have with Alice, or does Alice have with
With
me?
you not using her paper, obviously. That's what we're talking about here, not
Oh,
anything little
oh,
at all.
she's gonna be fine.
Oh, she's
She'll
going to
just
be
give me
fine.
paper and tell me to use it.
Oh, yeah, real fine. You know what? You going for your jog, right?
Uh-huh.
I really hope you don't trip and fall on that lovely bushel of hair you got there.
Don't worry, I won't. I know how to put it up. I don't just, gotta scraggle it all over the place like that one.
Yep. You know what? I'm
Do
gonna
you
walk
know what
away
conditioner
now,
it
and
is?
you're gonna look at this big ass as I walk away, okay, Zanny?
Okay.
Okay. All right. How
Let
dare
him
you,
get like
little.
let him get like 10 feet down the hall. It is a nice ass.
How dare you?
Awesome. You all both eventually head downstairs. Get towards. Well, let me ask Zanny. Do you try to get any like water or food before you go for your jog?
Yeah. I go and have a few eggs for some protein first before I go out.
Yep. And same thing for you, Erlon. Do you get up to, or do you go over to have pre-breakfast breakfast?
He'll wander a little bit more, and then yeah, and then like generally at the end, he'll just hit up some breakfast afterwards.
Awesome. The two of you head downstairs eventually, separately, just based off of the situation. And Zanny, when you go to the kitchen, you see Nasir is already up and starting to work on breakfast for all the different family members. But what catches your attention most of all is this device that he uses. He grabs some sliced bread, sticks them into this contraption of sorts,
Mm-hmm.
pushes it, pushes a button or some type of knob lever down,
Okay.
and after a short instant, it pops out the bread, warm, toasted, not even having to put it in an oven or on a stove or anything.
Why does it smell like burning? Oh, not burnt, toasted. Oh.
He nods. Yes, one of the newer models of toaster.
Oh. Oh, toaster?
Yes.
Huh. They like to literally name things, don't they, around here?
Well, the design itself is from Elderberry Works.
Oh.
So then you do notice there's like a little signature on the toaster scribble of the name Elderberry.
Is this the one that has like 14 a bajillion pending lawsuits?
You don't know that yet,
I,
Zanny.
I, I know that's meta. I know that's meta
That-
knowledge. I'm just saying
You do
because
not know
like,
that. So all you know
what
is
the-
fancy Elderberry signature said Elderberry Works.
huh? They got so what? These people just is this their whole thing that they sell things like this toaster?
Yes, Elderberry Works is several companies, all owned by one individual. Um, Part of them is selling electronic devices, electrical devices.
Oh, okay, then I'll have to take a look at that.
Yes.
What are you
They
working
have
on over here?
several patents and several disputes over patents with everything.
Um, who did what first, kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he presents you with coffee because you gave him a sheet saying what's everyone's kind of like favorite things and such,
Yes.
like your scribbles and everything. He gives you this water and he pulls it out of a refrigerator It is the sleekest model yet that you've seen, and you have a bottle. You have ice cold water, coffee, eggs, toast, and bacon ready for you to have a good power meal before your workout.
She doesn't say it out loud. She just thinks to herself real hard. Yeah, you'd give Lawrence a run for his money. He's good, but he is in fact a flying jellyfish. So
With that, you head out to go jogging. You pass by Erlon. Erlon, uh, you already see there's lots of meat getting or cooking. You can already smell it, as Nasir knows your preference for breakfast. Um, move the scene just a little bit. Go up the floor to Alice. Well, let's finish things off just a little bit. Zanny, roll a athletics check for your workout later.
okay. Where are you? There you are. All right.
All right, it's a good workout, a really good workout actually. With a 16, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So awesome. You
Thank you.
build up a good sweat. You feel really good with everything. There's a little bit of a scent of the forest coming from like the mountain region and everything. So and it helps you with your breathing. You're more used to more of a temperate weather, and you realize how dusty Jeddah was as well as Timosh was just because of they're closer towards desert areas. So for whatever reason, whether it's the air or just the waning of summer, you have a really good workout going downhill and up hills.
I like it.
Awesome. All right, Alice.
I thought I'd miss pollen.
Miss Paula. Alice, what's Alice doing in the morning?
That depends. Does my husband have to leave for work?
Today is fourth day, so yes, he'd be getting up because he
Com-
needs to try to.
Complaining about that mostly. Um, gonna give him the whole 5 more minutes speech, but I know he does have to leave eventually. But how early does he leave?
He works well because the factory is not operable. He leaves like an hour than he normally would be, so he usually wants to be out the door by 8:30.
And what time is it right now?
I'd say about 7:30.
Perfect. Alice is going to give him the 5 more minutes routine, and then she's going to get really excited about the fact that they can have breakfast together in their own house for the first time in what feels like a millennium. So she's very hurriedly going to get dressed.
All right.
Yeah, she's gonna do a 180 because it's no longer just like, oh, we could have breakfast at Adnan's house. It's like, no, we're gonna sit down at our table with our servant and my friends and my family, and we're gonna have breakfast together.
Breakfast, the most important meal of the day.
It is. It is. It is.
So you are able to go with Bruce. I'm grabbing his token there. Mind you, you can see the map again, right?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
I've been switching scenes back and forth between Big Map, Big Us.
Awesome. Appreciate that. So, all right. What is, by the way, Alice's favorite or preferred breakfast? What
She
Nasir would know to deliver.
she likes to go very, very light on the matter. Again, I'm not a foodie. I'm very, very picky. My go-to breakfast is bacon and eggs, but she
Alice
likes
can have bacon and eggs if she wants.
no, she wants something lighter than that. A bowl of fruit. She wants a bowl of fruit and a coffee.
Okay, there you go.
But not like Lance amount of coffee. She would like an appropriate amount of coffee for a human person to consume.
Yep. In fact, you have Nasir makes you not just any normal coffee. He makes you a latte with
Oh.
with it all, with a little bit of the artistic floral imprint on it.
Real nice here. You're getting much better at this. Have you been practicing?
I have.
Oh,
Yes.
darling, it shows. You are spectacular. Thank you very much.
You do me kindness. He heads over because he can already hear some of the other family members starting to stir and coming down the steps. So, but yeah, Alice, any particular conversation you want to have really quickly with Bruce, or 'cause we kind of did a little bit of the RP stuff for it, but go ahead.
No, really, she wants today to be as normal as humanly possible. So she's talking to him over breakfast about, oh, what do you have planned for work today? Or, oh, did you hear about what happened over in Hassania? Just like table stuff that she would
Yeah.
talk about if you spent every day together and weren't apart for 73 months.
Yep. And you're able to do that, and it's at that point you actually do see that the newspaper has already been delivered. Um, when you say Hassania, he kind of like looks at the newspaper and then pulls it over, and is like, "Well, I didn't know this had just happened." And as you see it, let me pull it up. 1 second.
I forgot I literally did not tell my party that what's her face said that they were marching on Hassania next. So Alice has just been sitting
Everyone,
on this information and nobody else knew.
there's been a lot of information when a lot of people know they've been marching. I think I've mentioned it multiple times that like the armies decided to head north to Hassania, but there was still tension at the border towards Zarek. But you see the newspaper, Hassania has been taken by the east. What's Alice's reaction?
She honestly just gets really quiet and she's kind of gauging Bruce's reaction to that because we know we talked about it a little bit last night, but she's still catching the Bruce vibe on the whole matter.
He stares at the papers. Well, we'll see if they can hold it. See if the West. I don't know if the West can retake it before the end of the month. If not, they will reinforce it, and Sanya will be along to the east at least for a month. Don't know if they'll march next to Raha or go directly towards Zarek.
What will you do if they come this direction, darling?
Well, that is a good question, my love. I don't like the idea of running. We could, but that is always an option. We can head over further westward. We could go back to Ardita, take a skyship to Ardita.
We could run away to the rear, darling. Leave this all behind us. Absolutely. Civil War what? Take Zanny with us. I'm pretty sure Erlan's from there too. They could show us the ropes.
I do believe I am not allowed to leave Eremer
Well, what are they going to do?
the fact that I'm an industrialist. So
You're
I have
right.
knowledge that Eremer, regardless of whichever sultanas, cannot leave without permission.
Well, that is unfortunate. It was only a pipe dream anyway, darling, but
Yes, and I suppose you don't want me to be assassinated.
I am rather fond of you, so personally I'd like to keep you alive for a little bit longer. If anyone's going to get you assassinated, it's me. Because you've done something to anger me, but I don't think there's anything you could do to anger me, so your life is safe for right now.
Good to know. I'll try to stay on your good side, my love.
I just need to know what to do if I'm in, say, Jeddah and I hear tell that Zarek is under attack. Should I be worried about my husband, or does my husband have a plan?
Well, Gaip has been here. Where is that old lion? He's kept us safe for the most part.
Yes.
I think as long as he's around, we can probably stay safe.
She's gonna lean in a little bit and she's gonna go, do you know what my parents plan to do? Are they going stir crazy entirely?
Sorry, say it one more time.
Do you know what my parents plan to do?
I don't know. They want to return back to Timoshk, but they understand that there's the war.
Yes.
I don't know what's going to happen your father, if your father is going to lose his job because he doesn't report there, or if they will excuse it because of the circumstances and then just unpaid. But then that also leaves questions about whatever bills or investments that he's done over there.
I could, once again, in the same vein, that I could procure you a factory in Timoshka. I could also expedite the process to getting my family back in, but that would also likely see me aligning with the East, and it's not where I want to be right now. And why do they have to make everything so 16 damned difficult? I just want to get my family home.
Yes. Regardless. The war will be there tomorrow. Let's at least enjoy today. We have today with each other. He
But-
kind of squeezes your hand forward.
When can I come visit you at work? I want to show Zanny and everybody what my husband does. They've just heard about what you do.
Well, seeing as the factory is still a construction site, or barely a construction site, there's not much to show, other than me also going to my business partners and their estates and talking about it, because we haven't procured any offices temporarily because we're trying to push for the insurance companies to release the insurance proceeds.
Darling, I say this with all of the love in my heart, but your job sounds awfully boring.
It is. It's paid for. There. I would much rather have a boring job, and frankly, for you, a boring job after all this adventuring is done, than anything of that exciting nature.
I'll drink to that. Also, did Real Nice here bring her a morning mimosa? Because she definitely would have asked for a morning mimosa.
You wouldn't even have to ask. He would have gotten it for you.
Perfect. She's gonna give him a toast with her mimosa.
There we go. So as that conversation is happening, let's go next. Well, I should say, as Alice, you're eating Erlon. You have your plate of food from Nasir. It's a very hearty breakfast, lots of meats and proteins, and you're able to also eat and converse with Alice if you so choose. You're
No,
also still in your robe, I would guess.
we sit and make aggressive silent eye contact.
You also notice two more family members join, Tomas and Isabella. And yeah. All right, let's go to Lance. Lance, what is Lance doing in the morning when he wakes up?
How many skeletons does he have put back together?
I think we said that you were able to do one that one night, and then I would say you were able to get a second one. So aside from Nima, who would you have repaired? You also have Zara.
I think we said Ike next. So now he probably would have woken up and not gone to breakfast right away. He'd be working on putting Gordy back. He's putting Raoul back together last. He's doing the rest of them. So he's probably doing Gordy.
Okay, so right now you have Nima, Ike, and Zara. Gordy is the one you're going to start working on. Lawrence will be the second to last, and then Raul the last one.
Yeah, and he'll go outside to do that again.
Yep. So you forego breakfast. You just go outside and start working on it. Just roll con save for me.
I guess opening my character sheet is important to do this.
Maybe. 16. Yeah, you are able to focus in. You don't even have your stomach doesn't even growl or grumble.
I mean, he'd probably eat a candy bar and a cola out of his bag, not like have an actual breakfast.
Fair. Sugar breakfast. Candy and Coca-Cola. Awesome.
Yeah, that's like his
Okay,
when
or
he's
Coca-Cola, or
working.
Coca-Cola.
When he's working, that's probably what he eats anyways. I'm gonna mark it off, but that's like, regardless if he ate or not, that's like his snack while he's working. It's just part of the ritual of doing it at this point.
Awesome. All right. Let's go then. So that's what you're focusing on for the most of the breakfast in the morning time. Chance. What is Chance doing as she wakes up on the 24th of Earth?
She went to bed super early, so she got up at like 4 a.m. And she went up to the roof and just hang out there, um, reading, working on the journal, etc. Uh, doing a little exercise, just spending time alone on the roof.
All right. Roll a intelligence check for me. Wow, that's really you're making a lot of good progress on everything. Roll me a D100, please. Cool. All right. And then that's just it. You're just focusing on the. Do you have breakfast eventually, or do you have any snacks that you're gonna eat up there?
No, she's not. We've discussed she's not really a breakfast person.
That is true. Yeah. So cool. All right. So with that said, time souping a little bit. Zanny, you eventually come back from your workout. You, I'm assuming, go take a shower and come back feeling refreshed. We're skipping ahead now to maybe like 10 a.m. Bruce is ready left for work. The rest of the family is having the breakfast and everything. But let's just see what's everyone's doing. Are they like regrouping or trying to get people to regroup and such? Let's go start with Zanny. Or actually Erlon. Erlon, what are you doing since you rolled your number one? And yes, Erlon is Big Red number one. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, what does Big Red do after breakfast? Let's start there.
After breakfast, holy Toledo.
You go back to chilling in the pool? Do you just like relax in your
Is
room?
that kind of like the general consensus of what we're kind of like just taking a leisure day as of right now with everybody?
You know, Lance mentioned through the link last night
That we had
that
to wait.
you have two basically jobs to do.
Mhm.
One, spy on behalf of Wolf, aka the Arif Diab Al Aziz, to check out what's going on in Zarek to report back to him. And number two, to find a contact that is at a bar known as the Happy Treant that can help you find potentially the entrance that you all are seeking. So
Hmm.
that's what you know. That's what you was told to you last night. Um, no one made plans per se about when you guys were to do that. You have several days, but that could be something, Erlon, right now you can start asking people about.
Hmm. Okay. Shoot. So this is right after breakfast. Um, I'll probably like slowly make my way then back to the room. But slowly as in I'm gonna keep looking around this huge ass place in my robe.
It is a huge ass place. So, roll an investigation check.
Investigation. You're really good at this. Said no one ever. Okay, well that's good enough.
16. Hey, 16 is a good number.
We're better than
So, with 16, you get a good layout of the entire area for the mansion. You know that, okay, there's one sitting room right here where you can just relax. There's a piano, there's a fireplace that can be lit. You're able to just to relax and look out, not just at the wall, but like some of the other parts and scenery on in Arch Hill, because you are on a hill. That's where
Mhm.
you are in the neighborhood. It's Arch Hill. It is the hill right before you go up to the mountain. So you can see basically like the city skyline a little bit for it.
Okay.
So that is a perfect place just to have relax, to see things. You see that there is a piano there that's Rian make, and you're able to see that there's lots of different like candy jars that you can have for like typical delights of sorts.
Okay.
Going over because you keep seeing Nasir is constantly busy. He is a whirlwind of activity. He's doing a lot of things. Doesn't complain at all, but you do see him open this door over here, and in there you see there's a pantry. And as you are just like snooping around, he doesn't stop you at all from doing anything or going anywhere. But you see that there is lots of like preservatives, lots of foods, lots of different bottles of alcohol, and you see lots of different backup appliances have been already purchased, ready to swap out anything should there be any issue for it.
Okay.
As you go about, you do see it's right about here, I would say, in this room. There's a strange little device on the on the table. I'm gonna say, do you try to investigate and see it, or do you just take note of it?
So just looking at it, that's all I'm getting from it as of right now. It's just a weird looking device.
It looks like a box,
A
but it has a
box.
little oblong. Well, actually, not like a box. It looks like a lamp without any light bulb on it, and it has a wire connected to it and a
Okay.
weird dial thing.
So not magic.
You have no idea.
We're gonna poke at it with a stick. No, I'm just playing. We're going
Poke
to
at it with a stick.
yeah, we can check it out, Why is it, just sitting there by
Yeah,
itself?
you paw at it, and you can see one of the things is like loose, and when you pick it up, you see there's a weird like C-shaped thing, and it has a wire connected to it.
Hmm.
And you look, and there are in common numbers on this dial, 1 through 0.
We do know numbers. We just don't know languages.
Yeah,
Um,
and this is in common, so you know common. So,
okay.
and then you look at the device.
What
The device is connected to another wire leading towards an outlet. You would know an outlet because you've seen
yeah,
lots of people plugging things in.
what's it do? So Erlon will hit one of the numbers and see what it does.
You poke the number and nothing happens. When you put the thing close to you, like you looking at it, you can hear a little bit of a sound coming from it. Just a dull sound from it.
Okay. He's going to wind up a bunch of numbers until there's some kind of sound coming back.
Okay. Are you poking or trying to mess with the dial? Let's start
The
there.
dial, no, yeah, if it's a dial itself for the
Because
numbers,
I'm not sure like Erlon knows how the dial works. That's why I'm asking. You get to pick right now. Is he just poking at the numbers, or is he actually like pulling the
well,
numbers?
yeah, like basically like poking at it, right? Not doing anything. Then he's gonna know, like, it's like touching things, I guess, with his fingers. He's going to notice that there's some kind of reaction. So if there's a reaction to say, if he pulls at the dial, there's a reaction, then he's gonna
And
keep
there is.
pulling at the
That's why
dial.
I'm like trying to go through the
Oh yeah,
fun
yeah, yeah.
part.
You're fine.
So so you start doing it. Roll me a D10.
D10. Okay. Choose the first number.
All right. Roll me. Let me just look at this for a second. Roll me a D4.
Four, 3.
3. Okay. You dial some random numbers, and you don't know how many numbers. let's put it that way,
Yeah, it just keeps
or
going.
what combinations they're in. But eventually, you dial or you do something, and then you hear the do stop, that sound, and you're listening, and then you hear a doot doot, like it's coming in and out beeping, and you're listening, and then you hear um, thank you for calling Lumina's Cinemas. How may I help you today?
He's gonna
There's a
be
sun voice coming from the thing.
yeah. He's gonna first thing Erlon's gonna say is how many words do I get in before this shuts off?
Um, as many as you. Oh, this is not ascending, sir. This is
Oh,
unlimited words.
thank God, because we just started understanding that thing. Um, so
Would you like to make a reservation for our cinemas?
yeah, wait, cinemas.
Yes.
So we could do that. So basically, reservation. I just tell you I want to go, and then you like I can go.
Yes, we would need your information for the
Okay.
reservation, as well as an account number.
Fantastic. My last name is Mazer.
All right, Ms. Zare.
First name is Bruce.
All right. I do see we have a Bruce Mazaire on file.
Yes. That's
Uh,
why I'm calling to make another reservation.
Can you give us the password for his reservations?
Well, the only password there ever should be is my lovely one and only Alice. That is ALICE.
I'm sorry, sir. That's not the password we have on file.
Oh, then they didn't update it. How dare they? I told them last name to update it to Alice.
Roll a deception check.
Uh, this could go so well and so bad at the same time.
I'm sorry, sir. We may need you to come here to authorize it in person for security.
That's fantastic, but can I at least make the reservation so then when I get there, I'm just not stuck there because you are the ones I messed up, and I'm here trying to make reservations for all my friends that just arrived, and now you're slowing me down. How dare you? This is intimidation. This isn't deception anymore.
Yeah, she just did an insight and she just critted.
Crit failed, you
Sorry,
mean?
sir. You can roll another deception, but it's gonna be now. You have to basically. Let's see, one more
Net
deception
20,
check.
this
She
bad
just rolled
boy. Fucking, I'm sucking.
I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for the inconvenience, but company policy.
Company policy. All right, that's fine. Yep, I can go over there. That's fine. So I can't make any
I,
type of reservation, even though.
I will put a note that you
Okay.
have this complaint with regards to that you had updated it previously.
Yes, please do. Well, I'm really busy. I may have to send a good friend of mine. His name is Big Red.
Certainly. As see, we have Nasir listed here as another applicable contact. You bring your old password and the new password. We will open.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. Thank you so much for not helping me.
Apologize for the inconvenience, sir.
It's so totally fine.
Have a good day.
Yes, you as well.
And then you just hear, tick, and
Oh
it's
my God.
still boom sound from the phone or the device.
Oh my God. Well, this got so much more fun. Uh,
That's why he's just gonna start prank calling.
yeah, a bunch of numbers after like hours on end and just see what happens.
I will give Alice you. I will allow you to roll a d20 to see if you catch any of this. Yeah, yeah.
What?
The natural 20. You can catch him doing this.
What the?
The dice have spoken.
Now, can I catch him in a sense of Nasir walking by, going, Lady Mezer, the little red one is in the other room on the telephone, rather than
Sure.
me catching him?
It's a natural 20. Sure.
Alice is just standing in the doorway right now, leaning against the door frame, just watching.
And like before Erlon notices, he's just like sprawled out, like having fun with his phone.
He's sprawled out on the couch.
Sprawled out, yeah, like.
Elon, I didn't know you had a long distance contact. Did you have someone in the city you wanted to talk to?
Oh, Alice. What I promise you, I just stumbled on this thing, and it so happened that I just made a couple of phone calls.
To
Or
whom?
don't know what these
First
phone
off,
calls
you
are.
don't know what
These sendings that are not using a stone anymore.
Who did you call?
Well, I heard something about some like the movie theater making reservations. Apparently, they screwed up and they didn't update your husband's password.
Do I know the password?
you would.
How do you know Bruce's password, darling?
I thought it did. I thought it would be the one and only Alice, and it's not.
What is his password, Kazan? Is it Alice but spelled with a 1? Oh.
It's paper, obviously.
I was about to say, is it like his fucking paper industries one?
Darling, Bruce would never be so easy to peg as a person with a password. That's like putting password as a password. If you want to go to the cinema, I will take you to the cinema. You just have to ask.
Well, I didn't really want to, but I mean, if you're, asked, I mean, if you want to do it, we could.
I was going to offer to take you all sightseeing. You know, we get on the trolley and we get on and we get off as we please. Whatever strikes your fancy. Go see a movie later tonight when Bruce gets off work.
Okay, that sounds good.
There's a lot to do in this city.
There is, but you know what? I was really excited about the city until I found this thing.
It will still be here when you get back, and I can teach you how to use it and who to call.
Yes, please. That sounds like a lot of fun. I know exactly who to call.
I can also possibly teach you how to prank call people.
Prank call?
Yes. That's where you call someone with the intent to be a bit silly.
Oh, come on, Alice. You know that's exactly what I do all the time.
I know it's what you just did.
It's
I'm really glad you called the cinema and not someone I don't know important. I'm sure Arif Soledad probably has a telephone in her office, and you're like, oh hey, what's up, Arif Soledad? This is just Erlon Big Red coming at you live.
That sounds like so much fun, Alice. Okay, so movies.
Erlon.
Yes.
Erlon. Zanny
Yes.
has never used one of these before, and you have now used one. I'm going to teach you how to use the telephone, so you can teach Zanny how to use the telephone, and she will be so impressed.
She would be so impressed.
She would be so impressed.
She'd be floored that I know something about, this technology stuff more than her. She'd freak. She would never believe it.
Can Alice spend like 5 minutes explaining the numbers and like how to dial Turlon?
Sure. Zanny, at this time, roll me a d20.
God, please let me crit and I'll be standing in the doorway watching you two do this.
You don't need to just crit. This is just like it's a different thing. Just let's see what number it is.
Nope. Well, I didn't
I'm gonna
crit.
give you DM inspiration. Roll it one more time.
How dare you? You could give me the inspiration on the freaking deception.
You guys ready to see me do it again? Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
Sorry, 2 more times.
It was a 10 or less situation. So you come in, you come in after your workout, and you wander around looking at where everyone is before you go and take a shower, and you hear this exchange.
I overhear it and then do not engage with it. Don't walk in. I just keep on walking. I'm just like,
how dare you?
Okay.
Awesome.
I just file it away and then I go get changed because I also like after I finish my workout in the morning, I have a mission because I need to go unpack the coat and make sure they didn't fuck up my coat.
Yeah. So great. The coat did come out the way you wanted it to be. So it has those ruins for it. But is there anything else, Zanny, you're doing that morning before whoever is rallying the group back together?
No, I don't think there's anything else that I'm doing. If Lance has a minute, I'd like to grab his help for just probably like 5-10 minutes, however long it takes to use this crystal infusion thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely snag him. And what do you say to him?
Pop my head and say, "Hey, Lance, are you particularly busy? Like, are you in the middle of something that you need to keep doing?"
How far am I into the?
Restoration of Gordy, I'd say you're half done.
I guess I can pause it. I'm just trying to fix Gordy.
Oh, okay. I just it just holds up her coat and the crystal's like, this thing is it's one of those adamantine infusion things, and I just wanted your help to see if I could get it to work on this already magical, technically armor.
Yeah, we can do that.
I just figured two best and brightest of us trying to figure this out.
All right. Both of you roll Arcana checks separately.
Air quotes best and brightest. I actually don't know what everybody's arcana is. Somebody might beat both of us.
Yeah. Great. So 23, 27. You spend a good time studying it, and you realize that, yeah, this might be dangerous. You can attempt to infuse it, but it is already a magical item. Maybe difficult to infuse because not only is it the code has two now runes on it, because I believe you purchased it with two runes. Right.
Just for two spots to install one, just to install them later.
Okay. Okay. So what's the enchantment currently on your coat then?
Mithril.
Mithril.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a mithril breastplate. It functions as a mithril breastplate, and I'm
Okay.
and I'm wanting to add the adamantine infusion on top of it to make myself crit proof.
Okay. I will tell you this, that you would be able, with Lance's help, with the 27 and 23 together, you can do this. It's going to make it so that once you do this, you're not going to be able to add those runes later on to the coat. So you can do it. It is possible. You realize you can do it, but then it's not going to have those extra runes later.
I'm pretty okay with that.
Okay. So update your character sheet. You could add yourself mithril chain shirt, or sorry, adamantine chain shirt for that purposes. I believe that's what we agreed on for the.
Yeah, we had basically we had done the coat as it has like breastplate under armor.
Then there, have it as basically an adamantine breastplate,
Okay.
and it has now a very purple, green, silverish coloring, because adamantine, I believe, is greenish silver. Let me look. What color is adamantine?
I think adamantine actually might be the dark, almost like gunmetal kind
Yeah,
of color.
green, black.
Is it okay?
Adamant,
Maybe I'm thinking of
usually
older stuff.
black in color, adamantine had a green sheen when viewed by candlelight, or purple white sheen when viewed by magical light. So
Oh yeah, it's got that like oil sheen.
yeah, so your coat gets darker and has a greenish sheen to it, but the fusion holds true to the fabric. Usually the fusion requires metal, but it works. You do feel like the coat is a little bit more harder to move in just a little bit, just because the natural fibers of it,
Yeah.
but you can get used to that.
Thank you, Lance. Is there anything I can do to help you out with these things? Or is it mostly just mending over and over and over?
It's mending and then carving and mending and carving and mending and carving and then carving and then sometimes mending.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Anytime you need me to help with the mending part, you just let me know ahead of time, and I can prep that on my formulas for the day. I just need to know ahead of time. The carving I can do absolutely nothing about, but the mending I can do.
It's okay. You know who was actually very helpful with the carving? If you show her just a couple very specific things, Alice was very helpful on the road to carve things.
Oh yeah, she's got a little bit of a flair with. I mean, honestly, her and Chance both. They both got a little bit of a flair with anything to do with like art stuff with your hands. They're
Yeah,
both very good with their hands.
yeah. I think it's just that natural bard artsy fartsy thing.
Yeah. Well, Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. Writing music, writing lyrics, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's what you both work on for a while. Eventually, Zanny, you are able to take a shower. Lance, you go back to carving, right, for the rest of the morning, or are you also gonna be? Are you gonna be the one to try rally the group?
Um. I'm assuming people are wandering around, and as people come over, Lance is gonna have them sit down and help him until everybody is by him.
Okay.
And then he's gonna tell them about the person and ask if they want to go get the information today or what they want to do for a game plan.
Awesome. Pull me a d4. This is gonna be hurting, hurting cats. So let's see. 2. Okay, 1 hour. That's how long it takes. So yeah. 11 a.m. I'm just gonna say we're gonna get to that part in a moment, but Chance, you're the last one on the list. Anything you're doing for basically most of the morning before 11 hits?
Yeah, at some point after uh after she's on the roof, so once she sees people like going in the courtyard and knows they've broken from breakfast, um she will come downstairs and look for Nasir.
Sure. Do you take the elevator or do you take the stairs?
Stairs.
Awesome. As you're coming down the stairs, you do see there is someone waiting for you near the bottom of the steps. A familiar friend, blind one, Guy. And just like looks up, even though you can't see. And he's like, "Well, we'll met again, Chance."
I was beginning to get worried.
Well, I'm here, and I'm glad you are here as well.
Thanks. Do
Please.
you need anything?
No, I'm just here to protect the families here and bear witness to reality.
All right then.
Don't let me keep you. He kind of like gestures towards where Nasir is, back in the kitchen.
Yes, if you need anything, let me know.
I shall. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, you go and you see Nasir is writing up a list, probably about to go send for runners to get some food, like deliver supplies. And he sees you, puts it down, is like, "Hello there, Lady Chance. How may I assist you today?"
Yes, sorry, not to bother you. Is there a city directory or something of that ilk? I'm looking to locate some addresses. I know some places have books, sometimes in yellow paper, that have everybody's address on them.
There may be a book that I can procure from thick tomes on your behalf, uh, that may have some points of interest for the city. As for addresses specifically, they would also reference addresses of notable individuals, but not everyone's address in the city.
Um, that will do for now. Otherwise, what about you or the other housekeepers and whatnot? I know there's tends to be a network of knowing where people are or who lives where, so that you can deliver messages and such.
Yes, it It is only me. There are no other housekeepers.
No, I didn't mean other housekeepers in the house. I meant you and like the housekeeper network, like,
Hmm.
talking to the other people in the other houses. You guys tend to interact.
Yes. Was there a specific address you're looking for?
Yes, I can make a list. And she'll write down the any of the Jazine family and the Siren house. She'd like to know where they are.
I will look into this on your behalf. Do you wish me
Well,
to procure the book for you?
yes, I'd say that as city officials, they might be notable individuals, and also maybe not on my behalf. Like give it to me, but maybe we don't say it's on my behalf.
Discretion is always a thing, an important matter amongst the houses. I understand.
Thank you. Do you need help with anything?
I think I am well enough at the moment.
All right. And then Chance would actually go looking for Lance because he said there was a person we had to talk to last night, and she would be like, okay, what is the plan to talk to this person?
So, as you go forward, I think that's a good place where everyone is now gathered about. So everyone's outside. Lance, you're making good progress uh, with the bones, but you're able to catch and corral people until finally, everyone has been gathered for the most part. So, what do you say, Lance, as all this is happening?
What was the name of the person, and where were they again?
You heard that they were in Cobblestone. That's where the bar is. The Happy Treant. The agent's name is Dewdrop.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I got a message from Revnos last night, and apparently we need to go speak with Dewdrop at the Happy Treant in Cobblestone, and we can get a lead from them to find this door to the runes.
Do we have a timeline, or is this person just permanently at this bar the whole day?
No idea. It's Revnos. That's
Say less.
yeah.
So you said Dewdrop at the Happy Treant? Is that the looking over to Alice? Is that some kind of bar or something or tavern?
Yes, yes. Not one I frequent, but I know where it is.
Okay.
Is it a place we could go while stopping on our tour of the city?
I mean, that's
As
probably fine.
Alice, you would recall this and you would know. This is where Cobblestone is, next to downtown Zareth. You are currently in Archhill. So there's lots to do if you're going to wind your way over there, whether in Orange Spring or downtown before you hit Cobblestone.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's what I'd convey. I thought that's what you were telling me I could convey.
Yeah, you convey that.
Oh, I
Then
convey
everyone
that.
became
My
quiet.
apologies,
So-
my apologies.
Then everyone became quiet. Yeah, so Alice tells that to everyone.
Oh. Okay. Well, just about all. Well, okay. I won't say just about all of us. Couple of us here are complete tourists. So really, we have every reason to walk into any place to be like, oh, I've never been here before.
And if anyone heard ahead of time that the Crimson Peacekeepers were here and just happened to be keeping tabs on us, because I never know these days if someone's keeping tabs on us after the third feast and all they talked about are exploits, it would look perfectly alright if we were touring throughout the city and just took a moment to get a drink or something.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, what could go wrong?
Oh, and we might be going to the cinema tonight. Erlon was kind
Yes.
enough to try and get us reservations, but well, we just need to make sure we know the password next time.
Yep.
What is the password?
The password is please, Alice, can you make these reservations for me?
Yep. That's it. That's the one.
Password for reservations. What happened?
Well, Zanny, there's this thing. It's called a telephone. And
Okay.
yeah, and I don't know if you know what it is, but it's awesome. It's way better than the sending stone.
I've heard of the things, but I've never used one myself.
Exactly, and I know how to use it. So I'll be happy to show you how to use it because I
You
need
know
to
how
make
to
some
use?
phone calls myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I would be glad to have a tutor.
I know how to use it really well.
I bet you do.
Oh, he's a professional.
I am. I am.
Is he? He's. I don't know how to do the telephone thing, so I don't know how to make euphemisms with how a telephone works out. So I'm sorry, I got nothing.
But I bet if you ask nicely, Erlan might teach you how to use a telephone, and then you'll be on equal footing.
You know what?
Oh,
I would
maybe
be
we
happy
can
to
call
help
this
you.
Dewdrop.
No, but I would be happy to help you. And I am
Yeah.
going to call her. But, Zanny, uh, I feel like you said something that you didn't mean this morning. Might want to,
What's that?
ah, you know, about little things.
Oh, you you mean Little Red?
Did you have your
Hmm.
penis out again?
Oh, okay. Well, that's not where I was going with this. Zanny, just take it back,
Yeah.
and I'll show you how to use the telephone.
Okay, fine. I'll take it back.
All right, see, guys, we don't have to question it anymore. Thank you very much. I'm going to show Zanny how to use the telephone. We're going to prank call people. Definitely going to call him Miss Two Drop because I must use this instead of the stupid stone. And we're
Are
going to go
you
see a
are
movie.
you are
Do
you
you-
calling Eloquin Dewdrop? Do you know they're different people?
Wait, no. I'm talking for Zanny's sake. She said she wanted to call Miss Two Drop.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Did she not just say that?
speaking of Eloquin, do you think Eloquin would appreciate you showing Little Red to other women?
Okay, Lance, why are you asking about this?
Just for the
It
record,
was an
I did not
accident.
look.
When it comes to Eloquin, I first have to find out her number, if she even has one, because she gave me the stone instead, before I can give her a call.
You have to get her number.
Also,
Have you sent her a sending today?
No, not yet. That's what I'm saving it for.
have you told her, and or should I send her a sending and let her know that you've spent the past, I don't know, 12 hours hitting on my sister?
What? Excuse you? I did
Oh.
not. I was just having a healthy competition with her.
Erlon, Penny will eat you alive. And I mean that in every sense of the word, so.
Well, Eloquin would understand this is for mission purposes only.
Missionary purposes.
Oh,
Lance?
There is no verbal response from Zanny, just a fist bump coming up towards Lance's hand.
Danny,
Lance
really?
doesn't. Lance just sees it out of his peripherals and just
I,
has one coming down for.
where is my
I'm
sister?
sorry, Red. It was a good one.
Yeah, where are they?
So Penny or Alice would know Penny and Simone have their own apartment.
Oh.
Back there. Parents are about in their rooms with Ristic Jr. And then Isabella is currently studying, and Tomas has stepped out of the house.
What a nerd.
Nerd.
What a nerd.
Perfect in every way.
Oh God.
Perhaps on our little tour we'll have to stop by Penny and Simone's apartment and we can show off how the other Aishols live.
Maybe just Penny, not so much Simone.
They live together, darling.
Ah. Well, that's just great. I love hanging out with them, the both of them.
Ellen, I give you full permission to pursue my sister, because I'm also going to be the shoulder you cry on when she demolishes you.
Come on,
Ellen,
Alice.
could you date
You...
me?
No, not at all.
Okay, now multiply me by about 7.
Yeah, but come on, she's really cool.
Oh, she's
all right,
very
which is
cool.
not you.
That's why I said multiply me
And
by like 7.
fair enough, but I don't see her that way, Alice. She just is a good time.
That's what they all say. I'm actually going to tell her you said that.
Oh.
That's not the appropriate thing to ever say to a woman, Erlon. Jesus Christ.
No, Alice is gonna hold up a finger and she's gonna send a sending to her sister and she's gonna say, "Darling, I just wanted to let you know that Erlon said he had a really good time with you last night."
Hold on, Alice. Did you just wait? Did I hear what she just said?
Yeah, you did.
Alice, what did you just do?
Oh, tell him something deliciously tantalizing.
God, I have to do all her work for you. I'm not saying that, Penny. She's not actually sending a sending. She's pretending like she's sending
No.
another sending. She's like, I'm not saying that to him, Penny. I'm a good woman.
Oh my god.
Well, Erlan, it seems my sister's taken a shining to you.
What's this about a bar that we have to go to again?
Can't wait
Lance?
till you meet my family. They're gonna fuck your shit up. Oh
Oh
man.
my god, I don't want to meet anybody's family at this point. Lance, where are we going?
Apparently to the hells, but also a bar. So
So Alice is leading the way.
yeah. Can I finish fixing Gordy first? I need like another hour.
Oh god,
Well,
it's just
you
a
also
bag
need
of
to put
bones.
you need to put clothes on before we leave, sir.
Yeah, you should do that. You should definitely put some clothes on.
Guys, are you saying that this is not okay to wear?
I mean, I think it's okay to wear
Okay.
here,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna be here.
Danny, you know what? Nope, I don't even want to hear from you. Okay? Because of this morning, you know what? I'll go
Huh?
get dressed.
Thank
I'll go
you.
get dressed.
Erlan, if not for us, then the fact that there's a 1-year-old in the house.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Honestly, you might give it a concussion if you don't put some pants on. Does that make you feel better?
Nope, not at all. I'm running
Come
upstairs
on.
now.
It's no wonder he's so short. There's so much weight holding him down.
All right, guys, I'm leaving right now. You guys
But
figure out where we're going first, but make sure we're going to the movies.
The 1-year-old's taller than him, so it doesn't matter.
I,
God damn it.
I don't understand what he's so upset about. First it's too small, now it's too big. I don't get it.
I'm storming off right now.
Awesome. All right. Any last tidbit before you all break and get ready to hit the town?
Hmm. Lance said he needed an hour, right?
Yeah, he said about an hour.
Um, is everybody kind of what's everybody doing like right after, basically? I think that kind of determines what I'm about to do.
Erlon's right now getting ready. That's him. Lance is working on the thing. What is Alice doing? Is she getting
Um,
ready or something
oh,
else?
no, Alice got ready earlier rather quickly. She's actually going to take this time to go to one of the many study slash living slash parlor rooms in this gosh darn place, and she's going to play her violin.
Nice. Roll performance check.
Okay. Does it automatically no, okay, I get a +1, so add 1 to this.
Yep. 21. You are able to. Maybe it's just because you're home, you're able to just relax and play a wonderful song, music, uh, with your violin.
I'm serenading you all.
Yeah. That's what Alice is doing for you if you're looking into it, Zanny. And then Chance, what is Chance doing for the next hour?
She's going upstairs and figuring out how she wants to go out.
Okay. So you're putting on different disguises and everything. So
Well, she's trying to decide. Yeah, she's trying to decide if she wants to do a disguise or if she just wants to look fierce.
sorry, you said disguises, or then for me it cut off. What was the last part you said?
Or if she just wants to look fierce.
Fierce. Okay, gotcha. So it said something. I didn't catch that word fierce. I was like, wait, what did you say? So cool. All right. So Zanny, back to you. You
Okay. Yeah, I think with that in mind, I think Zanny goes up and knocks on Chance's door. Like she's got most of her stuff just ready to go anyway. After her coat's done, all she's got to do is throw it on, and she's good to go.
okay? So you knock on the door.
Hey,
Yes.
how you doing?
I am existing.
Yeah, you kind of checked out a little bit yesterday. I was kind of worried about you.
Uh, yes. Well, I don't want to be here in so many different ways.
A lot of bad memories.
Um, uh, I
Or are we
guess you could
talking?
say that. No actual memories, but something
Oh,
like that.
is now I asked this part as just somebody who's a member of our little adventuring group. Is this something that we need to be worried about? Like something dangerous?
I I don't know. I mm, there is a possibility that uh I there's a possibility that there could be assassins after me or that I could be invited to tea. And I genuinely don't know which to expect. And I don't know which would be the better option. But honestly, that's one of the three things.
You know, I'll at least say when they come at you with the knife, at least you know how they feel about you. You know for a fact.
Oh no,
You know?
I know.
No, I get the whole, what could be worse, the tea or the knife, and sometimes the tea is worse.
Yeah.
Um, so the first part I asked is just somebody who wants to look after everybody around here, but the rest I ask as a doctor and as I hope your friend. Do you need help?
I I don't know. No, yes, maybe. I don't. I'm here. I
Mhm.
have to be here. I want to just do what we need to do. I don't want to. No, I'm not ready. I know that I'm going to have to face people. I am not ready to do that. I want to do it on my own terms, which is kind of why I don't want to just walk around town until, in case we run into those people. I want to walk up to those people when I'm ready.
Can I ask you, what do you how are you going to know you are ready? Like, do you have like something already set as a goal in mind of like, once I do this, I'll be ready?
Well, uh, in a way, um, I know I asked Nasir to find out where where they are. I know several of them work at the city offices, and I have an appointment to meet the Arif in a couple of days. Um, if that, at which point I, I am going to run face to face into members of my family. And so at that point, I need to be ready. Um, I, okay, in terms of how do I know when I'm going to be ready? Uh, well, I'd like to know more about them than they know about me, or at least as much about them so that I can see them coming.
So, intel before contact is the big deal. Make sure you/we know before you/we meet them.
Something like that, yes. Look, I look like my mother. Anyone who knew my mother is going to see me, aside from the being red part. She wasn't red. Um, so I have no way, aside from literal disguise, for them to not know me. But like I said, I have no memories. I have never met these people, or I guess technically I did, but I was uh, hours old.
They're gonna probably act like they already know everything about you.
Oh, I'm sure they do know everything about me.
Okay, one of those kind of things. Close eye on you since birth, and
I mean, maybe,
okay.
maybe not. The- They have, she'll just sort of gesture to herself, connections.
Mm, Um, I okay, I get you. Vested interests. There's just kind of a sour look. Just
Look,
so. Okay, all
there's,
right.
there, okay, so there's two things. One is that the members of my family, like I said, I don't know if they want to kill me or recruit me or hide me, or I genuinely don't know how this is going to go down. I feel like they'll probably try the honey route first. And then if I don't comply, I don't know. Then there's another member of my family that those members of the family are trying to keep a secret from. Or at least I assume they are. There's also the possibility he knows the secret, in which case that's a whole third problem. But if I run into him and break the secret, it's not going to go well for anybody.
Okay.
Hence my reluctance to leave the house for
Well,
anything other than what we must do.
yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't want to be seen outside. Uh, I mean, until you get your information, it sounds like our best bet is just you don't leave unless you absolutely have to. And when you do, we just make sure your disguise is really damn good. And then once you get the information you need, we make sure that you have that before you go meet with the Arif. And then, well, then it's just kind of play this stupid fucking politics waiting game, which I hate. It's why I fucking moved up here. Just stupid dumb shit. And sorry, I'm gonna get off on my rant and I'm gonna not be helpful. So keep you under the radar, keep you hidden, get information about these people, make sure that they don't want to end you and everything about you, uh, and get you to the meeting with the Arif safe and sound. That sounds like
Something
the solid plan.
That's more or less what I'm going for.
Okay. So I can at least help with the disguise part if you want me to.
Maybe, yes. I suppose we're not going underwater. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best disguise to go with is.
Mm,
Kind of what
I
I was
mean,
coming up here for. I've got, I've got 4 hours of disguise self. Well, technically more, but I don't really want to, you know, spend all of my
right.
upper level magic. But I've got at least
Mm.
4 hours of disguise self.
I mean, unfortunately, our biggest issue is just, and I really hate to say it like this, but it's your fucking skin color because it's just, everyone's looking for a red tiefling or, devilkin.
I mean, yes, and then there's the third problem. Like I said, at least the ones that know that I'm here. Fortunately, I never made it into the paper with the rest of you. But the Crimson Peacekeepers.
Yeah.
There's a description of me, if nothing else, so that people know to be looking for a tiefling. I can only hope to be a different red tiefling, I suppose.
Yeah. Um.
Because I thought about just going like I did yesterday, dragonkin or something, but again, with the rest of you, they're going to be looking for a large red tiefling.
Hmm.
I mean, unless I dress up like uh, one of our former uh, compatriots that went off to the Feywild, I suppose I could look like M or uh, Calliope.
Yeah.
Still
You know
didn't.
what? You know what? We probably could do. I mean, M would be a little hard to pull off, but I think if I had an hour or so, I could probably, well, no, probably take about 2 hours, but I could probably get you a pretty convincing human at least.
I still got the horns and well, I mean, guess hide that with the hair. There's no hiding the tail. There's just no hiding the tail. I guess
No,
maybe a
Oh,
big
I just
skirt.
imagine Chance just like flapping her tail a little bit.
yeah, there's really not like, okay, I can make you a calliope, but I'd have to make you a really fat calliope, and then you'd have to just kind of loop your tail around your waist.
Maybe a big skirt.
Oh, like one of them big hoop skirts. I never wear skirts, but that would be a really good idea to hide your tail.
I mean, I don't really wear them often either, and neither did Calliope, but it seems the most efficient way to hide a tail.
I mean, can you do a howdy, y'all? I mean, actually, you know what? Screw it. You don't need to talk like her. You just need to look like her. Hmm. I think we could do this.
Uh, it's uh, it's let's attempt it, I guess. And then
Okay.
and then they're probably going to find me, and then they're going to look at me, and they're going to be like, "Why do you look ridiculous?" And
I mean, do you have the dress? Because if so, I'll just get started on the hair.
I mean, I do have a dress. It doesn't do a great job of hiding my tail, but I bet that we could ask Alice for some crinoline to put underneath it.
Yeah, this might be a three-lady job. Just the Xenia scrambles back out, and head pops back out. Alice.
Yeah, Alice, you're playing your violin. And suddenly you hear
Oh no, we're not stopping till the very end of my song,
and then you finish.
and then I finish. All right, then Alice will carefully put everything away. That was not Zanny's "Get over here right now, we're about to fucking die" call. That was Zanny's "Hey, get over here, I need to talk to you" voice, and Zanny can wait a few
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
Quick
There
question
was no
for you:
swearing in this.
Does Alice take the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay, just check. It's just for that extra flair. I'm not even climbing my stairs. I'm gonna take my elevator.
Take my elevator. You know, we got that put in. There's no need for the stairs anymore.
So you ride up the elevator to the third floor, and then You continue the conversation with Zanny and Chance. So,
Yes, Zanny.
There's already a chaos of floof, and just the tail is a problem. We need to help with the tail.
Okay, I'm sure real Naysir has a pair of scissors somewhere that garden shears.
We're thinking big skirt.
You?
Yeah, yeah. Less modified chance, more modified dress.
Oh, and Chance, darling, that was not me laughing at you. That was me laughing at the fact that this does not seem like your idea.
Half my idea. It's not my preference, but yes, a dress big enough to hide a tail, and do you still have a cowboy hat that Calliope left?
Do I have a cowboy hat? A
Look,
cowboy
she
hat?
she she tried to give you one at
That
some
is
point. Do you
true.
still have it?
No.
Still have mine. I mean, mine doesn't look like hers, but I still got mine somewhere around here somewhere.
Why
Well,
do
I
you
was
want to?
just thinking that that might be the best way to hide horns.
We're yeah, we're making her not her. She's got to go incognito. I'm trying for my best, Calliope.
What's also the like tiefling population in Zurich?
There's a handful. It's a big city, so there's a good like several dozens.
I just feel like if you change maybe the shape of the horns, that might help a little bit. No, don't get rid of them, but make them look a little bit different.
That was the other option, was just trying to look like a different tiefling. It's
Yeah,
less the horns and more the face that
Oh.
I need to make look different.
yeah. She's they. There are people here that really know her, so we gotta if we gotta do a disguise job, we gotta do a full one.
Also, darling, there's nothing that a little bit of makeup can't fix, so really, if you don't want to go through the whole magic thing, you could just put copious amounts of makeup on and you'll become a whole new person.
I don't know that that changes the color of my eyes and the shape of my nose.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of people with the colour of your eyes and the shape of your nose, don't? What colour are your eyes? What colour are her eyes?
Green.
We have the same colour eyes. There's two of us right here in this room.
Yes, yes. I also have the same color eyes as the rest of my well, my father.
Look, we'll start with step one, and that is we will go find one of my less fancy older dresses. Good for walking around the city, but not standing out too much.
I mean, if I'm staying a tiefling, then I don't need a dress at all. If I'm being a human,
Yeah.
then I need a dress.
Yeah, it's just dress if human.
I only heard the words, I need a dress.
Yeah, it's pasty peach complexion with a dress, or you know, fiery red, look like someone else.
Could also become like a blue tiefling or any other color tiefling.
What? Which one's easier?
I mean, we could just do full body paint. That shit doesn't breathe, but
Well, really, we don't have
But
to do
again,
full
we
body paint. Why don't we just,
we were-
sleeve, skirt, and then
Yeah.
just paint her hands and face?
that,
But
yeah,
ag- but
that that
just-
doesn't
but
change the face.
yeah, and also going back to the, if I'm hanging out with the rest of you, they're going to be looking for
Yeah,
either a red tiefling or another member of our group.
yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those where we're getting famous enough that people are going to know who we are, and if they see at least enough of us, they'll figure out that the person that doesn't look right might be her anyway.
Alice is going to look around. Real Naysir?
I think he
You're
went
on
to the store.
Ah, yeah.
You're on the third floor saying real nice here, and he's already left.
He went to the store. At this time of day.
At the same time he usually goes.
Alice doesn't care.
The
Just-
time between breakfast and lunch when you need groceries?
What does
She
he
doesn't
know?
pay attention.
I also
doesn't
need
pay
him right
attention.
now, but that's fine. Whatever. I digress. Are we even that well known here in Zurich?
I mean,
I mean, I
you're
am.
here. Yeah, I mean, if it's I don't know. My logic says it stands that if our group has gained traction, and you were already at least semi-famous to famous before you left here, then the rest of us probably got famous by association.
Well, a little bit infamous right now, what with the whole factory ordeal, but Would it be easier to change chance
Doing
entirely,
that.
change chance entirely outright, or would it be easier to change minor things about all of you guys and become my entourage?
You know, that's another way to do it. We could just look like a different group. We could just be a different group of people and just not the Crimson Peacekeepers.
Can Erlan do that?
He's,
Can Erlan not be? Hey, I'm Big Red, and these are the Crimson Peacekeepers.
I mean,
Have you heard of us?
That is
If
exactly
not, you
the
have
moment
now.
that I stepped into
No.
the
Okay.
room.
Okay.
Finally dressed.
Okay, just between
Dyes
the
hair
three of
blue.
us,
I'm Big Blue.
just between the three of us, I'll never repeat it to him. But the uh, is it me or does the boy come off just a little bit promiscuous? So maybe he's moonlighting with another group.
a little bit promiscuous. A little.
We could just pass that off as he moonlights with another group.
I can read we all have the ability to detect thoughts, and that's one brain I'm never going into.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. I don't want to know.
I missed whatever that was.
Yeah, just a quick thing. Chance froze for a second. What was the last thing you heard?
Oh.
Oh, that she would never tell him.
Oh, he's a bit promiscuous.
Yeah. That. Yeah. It's like, is it? I would never say this to him, but doesn't he come off just a little bit promiscuous? So maybe we could just say he's moonlight with another group.
Can I ask an honest question from you two as women?
Hmm.
What do you think of Erlon and Eloquin?
I think it's adorable, and I really hope Eloquent understands that he doesn't know anything about fucking anything.
I haven't seen them together very much, but he seems enamored with her, but I don't know whether that's with her or with the novelty of her.
That's the way I was leaning as well. I was like, he talks about her a lot, but also, I mean, any woman-shaped person who walks around, he also has eyes for, so I'm not sure if it's proximity or novelty or love.
I
Yeah, I
think
think.
he hasn't
Go
spent
ahead.
enough time with her to know much, but I also don't know that he's had a lot of time with anyone yet.
Yeah, like
He's learning.
experience.
He's learning.
Should
Yeah.
we send
Yeah.
for her? What do you think she's doing right now? Is she busy?
I don't know. Let's find out. Yo, Eloquent, you up? Just to ascending.
Are you flirting with Eloquin now?
Yeah.
You know, you up is the
It's a booty call. It's the booty sending. Hey, you up?
Is that why Ripple would say it that way?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Oh, he always did. Oh, that makes sense. He always did.
You hear Eloquent responding. Yes, it's 11 a.m. It's almost noon. Yes. Is there something? Did something happen?
That was fun. Just she holds her finger up in the air again. No, nothing happened. We were talking about Red, and your name came up. How you doing? We miss you.
Oh, well. I'm well. Things are tense here in Jedna, but doing what I can with all the different courts and factions. Give Erla my regards.
They are so sweet together. They really are. She thinks a lot of that little boy, and he does not know anything about what he wants, does he? Not a thing.
No, not a thing. I mean, honestly, the problem is I think he is smitten with her, but like you guys said, he has no experience, so
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to let loose a little bit.
I mean, I think he'll figure it out. He's not, for all the guff I give him, he ain't a dumb boy.
No. I just want to make sure he's living his life to the fullest. I've grown quite fond
Yeah.
of him, okay? I just want to make sure he's happy.
I think he is for now. Mostly, I'm not sure how it will turn out in the long run, but I think they just need to spend more time together to get to know or not know each other.
I feel like they've seen each
Yeah.
other like twice.
Exactly.
Yeah, ever since all this started, we've all been running around, just not barely running into anybody.
But like I've seen my husband more than thrice since we've been on this mission.
You
Well,
are the
yeah.
only one who has seen your family consistently.
You have been consistently smuggling them throughout this country to get them to where you can see them, Alice.
My family will be in Jeddah in a few weeks, and I'm looking forward to that. It's been months.
It sounds
that's
like you
good.
need to smuggle them more places.
I
Sounds
have
like
a
we need to smuggle the
12-year-old
Jegna.
boy that needs to go to school.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I suppose that's important, but what about the school of, we're really cool and we're all really smart and we could teach them a thing or two about life?
Or the school of people are constantly trying to kill us, so maybe not.
Zanny
Yeah,
has
there's
a
that school too.
12-year-old.
Who is not here, I would like to add. And I don't know if she's my 12-year-old or not.
Also, she's had the 12-year-old for, a week.
Yeah, there's that too. And again, I don't know if she's my 12-year-old. We have not discussed that yet.
Well,
I mean, I
what?
want her to be.
Oh, speaking of 12-year-olds and discussing things, Bruce said he was okay adopting Ori.
Oh, shit.
So
So you finally decided?
no, but we really do need work on fixing her if that's the case.
Well,
I don't think that was ever a question.
I mean, we got to work on fixing her either way. That whether you adopt her or not, that didn't change a thing.
Yeah.
I just meant a little bit more rapidly.
I
I
mean, we
mean-
still got the same timeline.
I can only break magic entirely so fast.
Zanny, I expected more of you, darling. I thought you were, the magic.
Well, I mean, I had to start over. So I'm getting there. I mean, look, I think I can do this again. And she just like starts hovering up off the ground.
And you see her just float off the ground.
Okay, so I can do blood magic and you can fly. That's pretty interesting. Chance, what have you got now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, I'm afraid I don't have any.
Chance, you do think for a moment because you picked Bard, correct?
Uh-huh.
And you could feel, and you have now access to a 4th level spell. You don't have to say which one it is, but you concentrate and you feel access to that magic that you did not sense before. So
I thought I focused on it and choosing it.
yeah, well, subconsciously, but
I don't know. That's how I always chew my magic. Is I do it like I'm intentionally learning a new spell.
bards are hard.
Bards are a weird one because
Yeah.
they canonically learn their spells reflexively almost.
Yeah, that's it's hard. It's charisma in and of itself is hard.
The
'cause they
point is, it's not like it's a regular spell. It's not like blood magic. It's not a special ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're able to. Yeah, I think what he was gunning for is just you're able to do stuff that I can't do. I can't touch 4th magic.
Me either.
But more girl talk is had between the three of them, between Alice, Zanny, and Chance.
And we
And-
resolved nothing.
And so I'm gonna ask, what are you guys trying to do before we go on our break? Do you have a consensus of what you guys are aiming for?
I'm just aiming to try to help out however we're aiming to disguise. It's a matter of like I'm putting forward ideas, but it's Chance's body, so however she wants to change it, I'm just here to help.
Yeah. So then it goes ultimately to you, Chance. What is the decision you make?
I feel like at this moment she just looks ridiculous because she's half painted like human colored and like half nose contoured and like in a skirt with like
The cowboy
something.
hat.
No, you just like none of like all three of the ideas and none of them are vibing because everybody's just like going from a different direction.
Perfect.
So she's
Walk
probably
out
going
like
to. So she's probably going to go take a shower and start over.
that. You take a shower, and afterwards, as the clock is striking noon, what is Chance's disguise?
Uh, she's just gonna do her makeup really well, and then she's just going to uh disguise self as a slightly different tiefling.
Awesome. All right. And with that said, let's go on our 10-minute break. Are we at 10 minutes? No, Alice, we'll leave it at 15 then. Fine, we'll leave it at 15. I can't hear you, so
You don't
Alice,
have to hear me. I told you it was fine with my hands.
with your hands.
I changed it back to 10.
All right, 10 it is. So see everyone in 10 minutes. All right, we're back. Welcome back, folks. Yeah, last time we were coming back, the group had a eventful morning. Shenanigans were had, some planning, and then everyone were having then a girl talk with regards to the disguises for it. So now the group
I
is
mean, it
heading.
wasn't specifically girl talk. It was talk amongst the girls, but it wasn't like girl talk.
Tomato,
Wasn't like
tomato.
That was girl talk.
Yeah, that was. You started talking about Erlana and Boy, and that. Yeah, that tomato, tomato in my mind.
You got me talking about a boy.
There you go. So
I mean, I feel like anyone could have been involved in that discussion regardless of their gender.
true.
Yeah, but it was girl talk.
There you
That was sleepover girl talk right there.
Yeah.
The group is now going through and heading towards Cobblestone. So I'm gonna ask: are you guys taking a more direct route, aka carriage, or are you guys gonna walk there and see some of the sights? Alice is kind of like pointing at the
Carriage.
Sights.
I mean, I'm feeling touristy, but we've only got 3 hours. Yeah. I'm I'm of the touristy view. How big is the city?
It's it's more compact, but it's still definitely a big city. But let's go with also Lance. What is Lance feeling? Carriage or walking?
Carriage, it's hot.
Okay. So we have 2 votes for carriage, 2 votes for walking. Erlon, you're the tiebreaker. Do you want to go carriage or do you want to sightsee a little bit?
I mean, we've been living the life of like, just that lavishry. So I'm feeling like a carriage, you know.
All right. Cool. Well, Chance, you will advocate first. So roll me a D10, please. 1. Okay. Let me pull up really quickly. There you are. And carriages. There. All right. So a female gnome is your carriage driver. She appears to be wearing a runic design with a little bit of flair of hua, coloring and kind of like the style for it. But she picks you guys up and is taking you. Are you guys heading straight towards Cobblestone? Is that the goal?
Probably.
I think
Okay.
so for probably for this excursion just to run out to meet the contact Dewdrop.
Gotcha. So you head straight towards Cobblestone, and Alice, wow, we a new wife. Another gnome. Alice is smitten with gnomes. She likes them short.
Right here.
All right. Anyway, taking notes for C3 wife. Okay. You head over to Cobblestone and you pass through a lot of the different neighborhoods, and eventually you reach the area, passing or side skirting the downtown area. And Cobblestone has, again, it's a very compact city, very like narrow roads and everything. You are able to get like a carriage going through it, through like one-way streets and for it. Ultimately, you are deposited though in front of your request, which is the Happy Treant. So, she charges you 40 silver for the trip. So, who's paying? Alice, all right, mark off the 40 silver. And that is if she's silver, not Yuda. They're only accepting coins right now, apparently.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of silver on me. But I got enough. I got 40.
Well, the Arif gave. So wait, point of order. The Arif gave silver to Zanny. Zanny then gave everyone, I believe, 4,000. Is that
You have
correct, Zanny?
4,000 actual silver.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did.
so-
I didn't put that in because we never actually received it. I don't believe.
No, you did. That was last session.
Oh yeah, we did. I said everybody got 4,000
Oh.
silver.
I'm sorry. We were having a drinking game, so I didn't think Alice was allowed to have money at that point in time.
That's fair.
So yeah, for a moment you think,
Very
oh,
true. Very true.
I don't have any money, and then you, oh yeah, you find it, and then it clicks and you remember it. So yeah, you have make sure for everyone, make sure you have added that 4,000 silver for it. But otherwise, mark off 40, and you guys are able to enter the Happy Treant. So let me just double check this for a quick second. We got Chance, then let's go with Erlon. Erlon, roll me a D100, please.
The 100
Yes, please. D100.
or not. It's not going. It is going. It is, and it's gone. 57.
57. Okay. You all enter a very rustic establishment. There it is a lot of like the ground is made out of like soft stone or stone that you could feel is good and everything, but the foundation seems more natural. This is kind of throws you off just for a moment because you've been dealing with like a lot of the cities, a lot of taverns have like basements or reinforcements, everything. Feels like here you're very close to the earth. And as you look around, there are plants everywhere, hanging from the rafters and potted plants. Everywhere, most of the material here is made out of wood as opposed to stone for it. But as you enter, and just to double check, you guys see the new map. You are all right here, and you see a tree Ent wave at you all, and he boisterously announced, like, "Welcome to the Happy Tree Ent. Please make yourselves comfortable." And you see a satyr walks over. It's like, and she's like, "All right, folks, is this the full party, or are you expecting more?"
Oh, this should be all.
All right, you can take a seat anywhere you want. I'll get dealer's choice. You do notice as you look around, there are a couple of cat folk on one table. There seems to be a young child sitting on the other side of the tavern area. You do see a half elf individual sitting at the bar, and you notice a fairy that seems to be on one side uh, playing with some dice.
Hmm.
Or do you all just stand there awkwardly?
It's like,
Um,
where do you guys want to sit?
Lance immediately goes over. Perfect.
as as Lance starts looking for a table, I I walk uh over to the barn and just ask, does does Dewdrop happen to be haunting around by any chance? I have a friend that said I may be able to talk to them.
I don't know. Lots of friends go by many names here.
Oh,
Do you know what kind of person they are?
okay. Zane will just like reach over to Lance and be like, did Rev say anything other than Dewdrop and this place?
Of course he didn't.
No, unfortunately, that's all that was ever given to me was just that they like to hang around here and they like to go by that name.
Ah, hmm. And you see, like he's like thinking. Um, he's very much like he stops moving for a moment, just like as a tree would, and just doesn't respond for a good while. Do you sit there and wait as he thinks, or do you move and go somewhere else?
Is there a menu posted?
Yeah, Willow Rise comes over with a couple of menus for all of y'all, and it's in there in the manifests that I posted. Let me just try to grab it right now and put it at the top in the Discord. One sec. Shops. Sick. And happy treant. There it is. All right, I posted the menu in the Discord channel. You all go and take a look at it.
Oh, this is the one that has that. Yeah, okay. Uh,
Is it? Oh, beverages.
while it's like he goes into his I'm a thinking tree, and I won't interrupt him, but is there a server nearby? Just like, what is lemonade?
Lemonade. That's a good one. And I'm pulling up the actual stats for it all. Give me 1 second. Drinks.
Shit, 250 silver for that.
Yeah, 250 silver for lemonade. Let me just pull it. Okay. So she gives it, she mentions, oh yeah, that's a really good one. The satyr. Her little tail swishes just a little bit for it. And she's like, it's a strong lemonade, made with half lemons, some sugar and mint, and a whole lot of tequila. It gives you 5d10 hit points and gains an equal amount of temporary hit points for the next 12 hours or until the temporary hit points are depleted.
Tequila, holy, okay. Whew. You have any of these fancy drinks that don't have alcohol in them?
You came to a bar without for no alcohol?
I mean, I came to a bar to talk to somebody that was a friend of a friend, but while I was here, I figured I'd get a drink.
I mean, yeah, we have some soda bottles, but no, like with lemonade. Don't think we can make it without the tequila.
Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I'll take one of them 6 twists then.
All right. So she gives you, takes your order. So mark off the silver for that. Are you going to be ordering any food, Zanny?
Um,
Or not? Not yet.
while he ponders, I'll grab a burger.
Okay. So you order a burger. Awesome. Let's go down the list and see what everyone's ordering. Erlon, are you drinking anything? Or are you
Beer.
ordering
I
food?
think I put in chat. Yeah, beer.
Beer. Okay. And
Mhm.
any food?
And if everyone wants to be in the link, now they can be. So anybody that wants to be in the link, I'll let you know from over at from over at the bar. Just I went ahead and asked the Trant fella, and I think he's having to think about it. I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. I've heard these guys take a long time to figure things out.
And all of you are connected, so you all can respond telepathically.
Yay.
Should we ask her?
Or
Oh,
Lance, ask for who?
talking about the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Well, if y'all want to take that route from the table, and then I can stick with this guy. I don't know if anybody knows anything,
I
or if
think this
this
is in
guy's
our
shining
minds,
me on.
DM, by the way.
What was that, Erlon?
I think this is in our minds, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's all
DM.
this is in your mind. Yeah, I already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Does anybody look like they? This is me talking to everybody. Does anybody look like they might know some type of information? Any like military people here or anything?
I mean, you see, if you people that know information, I mean, there are three cat folks sitting next to each other in one table. They might know stuff potentially. There's a strange girl sitting on the one side of of the bar, and then there's a fairy sitting on the other. All of them could be knowledgeable about stuff.
What was the name again? My money's on the ferry.
Dewdrop.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it. I just I just didn't think it out loud.
But yeah. The server does come though and ask, Erlon, you're getting a beer? Are you getting any food or no?
Yeah, I think it was the venison and beans. I think I saw
Yep, venison and beans.
venison and beans and stew. Yeah.
Yep, awesome. So mark off the silver for that. Let's go to Alice. Alice, are you ordering a burger?
Hmm.
No, I just found out a whole feature I've had for 3 levels that I've never used before.
What's that?
That
Love it.
Oh no, it's starting at 6th level. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. Oh, I just got it. I was like, it said 3rd level College of Spirits feature, and then it said starting at 6th level. So I was like, we're good. We're good. I thought I was going crazy. I was like, how have I never added a D6 to my healing and or damage die ever?
Yeah.
Ever. Nope. It's new. Don't worry. All right. Well, I just learned my character sheet, you guys. I'm not having a burger. Thank you.
You're gonna have a burger?
No,
Or
I'm not
no?
having a burger. I
Okay.
just had breakfast, first of all.
I
And
had breakfast a few hours ago, but yeah, okay. You don't have
secondly,
to order.
secondly, she's already in their mind link told Zanny she'd like 1 Rian whiskey.
One Rian whiskey. So you're not gonna get the cocoa nut or the gin and tonic?
Oh, there's a gin and tonic?
Gin and tonic.
That is her favorite drink is a regular gin and tonic, so
Do it.
she might inquire about the gin and tonic.
Do it.
All right. So if you ask what it, are you asking what it does, or are you just ordering it?
Oh no, I'm gonna ask about it. Cause she's gonna be like, this is not how you spell gin. Gin's with a G, darling.
Oh no, this is from the Air Dominion. Yeah, it's from the genies. It's you'll feel a nice breeze drinking this simple drink of gin and tonic water, garnished with mint and lime wedges. And also for the next 12 hours, whoever drinks it will be resistant to force damage and can cast at will the Gust cantrip.
Oh, perfect for her.
But what's the alcohol content?
It's gin. And what the alcohol content for gin is. This is a DM this on no.
Like
Exact
40% ABV.
alcohol content of gin and tonic. Let's see. 37.5.
Close.
I just have to make sure they
Very
aren't.
nicely done, Zanny.
Oh,
Very
it's-
nicely done.
I was just making sure it wasn't, crafty name where it was just tonic water and a little bit of power, okay? I don't really see the need for myself using the gust spell anytime today, but maybe sometime before we leave I will get it. I will take 1 Rian whiskey, please.
And whiskey. All right. Lance, what are you ordering? Food or drink?
Lance will order a bottle of black wine
Awesome.
and the dragon breath bagel.
Dragon breath bagel. Excellent.
And he will ask. I think our friend asked the the guy behind the bar, but do you happen to know if someone who goes by Dewdrop? We're supposed to be getting in contact with them.
Gotcha. Let me roll for her. She rolled the same thing that he did before. Name sounds familiar, but can't remember who it is. Sorry.
No worries.
Good. I'll get you that
She
dragon
lying.
bagel. It's spicy, so just be aware of that. And then I'll get you the black wine. All right. And then Chance. Anything Chance is ordering?
Do you have coffee?
We do.
Coffee.
1 coffee. All right. Mark off 5 silver for the coffee. All right. Boo, you guys settle in. Wait a bit. Eventually, let me see if. Nope. Zanny, you're waiting there. He's still frozen, thinking for a bit. That's been already like about 2 minutes have passed. Do you still stay there or leave the treant as he
I
is?
I don't want to be rude and leave him while he's frozen in thought. He looks like he's like Zanny Zanny doesn't want to wait, but what good etiquette she does have doesn't want to leave this stool until he's done with this thought.
Yeah. So, is
So
anyone
she's
else?
kind of locked into place right now. She's just like,
Yeah, it's just like,
I think I'm just sitting here waiting for my food, y'all.
all right. Finally, about 5 minutes in, he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember. She used that name. What? 5 years ago? Huh. She's over there." And he points at the ferry,
Oh, thank you so much.
and then you
Damn it,
can
Chance is right.
appreciate that he literally was like remembering each day.
Yeah, he's
Going
counting
back.
every ring in the dang tree.
Just like a tree 5
Yep.
years back. So yeah, you at least get the information. You can smell the food is already cooking, and he does go to make sure that the food is being done well. But do you all have a name and a potential person?
And I appreciate a thorough gentleman, and I leave 5 extra silver pieces as a tip on the bar before I get up.
Awesome. And just a note, everyone has their drinks. They all don't have your meals yet, but you have your drinks. So what are you all doing?
Zanny will pop back over and just. So, we were right.
Do we want to? I feel like all of us going over is probably a bit too much. Do we send one person over, or do we send like a message across the thing and ask her to come join us?
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel like at least just either someone goes over there or she comes over here. But
Red, go talk to her.
that's
Uh,
Say
thank you.
less. He like scoots his chair immediately back.
Chance just rubs the bridge of her nose and follows. Like, he's not going alone.
Not gonna leave him unchaperoned.
Erlon just looks at her. He's like, maybe that might be a good idea.
Zanny watches those two leave like she just learned a new life hack for Chance.
Send Erlon.
Just send Erlon.
And Chance cannot let me burn.
This is where me and Chance deviate. Alice is like, no, send him by himself. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
That was also Lance's thought. Was like, no,
No, wait, no. Lads, it's no, wait.
No, wait.
stop.
no.
Look, if we
Somebody,
if this
somebody
was
go with him. Stop.
if this wasn't our only lead and we were like asking the cat folk, then maybe. But
True,
like, we don't want to burn the bridge of our only lead.
But social experiment.
All right. So, Erlon and Chance, you are approaching the fairy who's playing with the dice. How are you approaching? You see that she's
Oh, Erlon's full on like skipping with his little arms on his like hips, like woo-hoo-hoo.
skipping with his hands on his hips.
Long
Okay.
strides.
I'm just imagining like one of the Munchkins from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Not the lollipop kid. Calm down.
And Chance, how are you approaching as you see Erlon skipping towards?
She's walking like a normal person, and she's just like, can we join you? Are these seats taken?
Depends who you guys are.
Well, we know you're Dewdrop,
Yeah.
and
The
it
question
has
then
so
becomes, how do you
happened.
know I'm Dewdrop?
What?
Sorry, what?
How do you know I'm Dewdrop?
We're friends of a big green friend of yours. Told us to look for you.
Her eyes widen. Oh, him. All right.
What kind of face was that for him?
It's him. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Have a seat. Go on. Do you mind if you want me, or can I tempt you in a game of dice?
I'm more of a cards girl myself.
No, we're playing dice. That sounds good.
All right. Take some dice and how much you want to bet? We can do odds and evens. We can do high or low. What do you want to do for your first time?
Oh, Chance, I was telling you that you're gonna do it with me.
Uh, I worked in Erdita for years, so I know the odds. And I'm gonna say
And
no.
you have time on your side.
You did what at least one of you agreed.
I did not. I said cards. He agreed.
And I agreed for both of us. So I am going to bet for both of us then. And we are going to go for evens.
Evens? All right, well, before you roll, what are you betting? Money or something else?
Depends what is more of your flavor.
Either or is fine.
Well, I do have an awesome autograph. But we can do money.
I mean, if you want to, you want to bet your name for that, like your written name.
Chance, is that a bad idea?
That is a bad idea. I mean,
Hey,
you'd
it's a
be
good
betting
idea.
you'd be betting Big Red. If you lost that, I guess we could call you something else.
What? No. I'm only Big Red. What do you
Yeah,
get?
he's
Money,
big.
money will be fine to drop.
Okay, fine. Money. All right. How does 10,000 silver sound?
Sounds good.
You good for it? You hesitated there.
I am definitely good for it. I mean, I'm Big Red.
All right. 10,000 silver for you is your bet. Do you want me to do, well, since we're just being fair, 10,000 then also. So, uh, roll the first dice. And you can pick up the 4 dice and roll them. So roll 4d6.
46s, yeah. This is gonna go great. Fucking 0 of them each.
17. Okay. You can then pick each of them up, and it's harder for her because they're it's like her picking up instead for like us they're just like dice in your hand. For her they're almost like baseballs because she's only like 1 foot tall, so she's picking up they're huge for her or large for her, I should say. And she kind of like juggles them a little bit and then just lets them fall over. And I'm gonna roll for her. 13. You take the pot. So good job. Luck is on your side, it seems.
You see that, Chance?
Do you want to do double or
Good
nothing?
job.
Double or nothing. Come on, it's Big Red, of course.
Great. So 20,000 silver for the bet. Go ahead, roll again.
All right. If it ever rolls, there it goes. Ooh, 17 again.
17 again. Let's see. She then picks them up and rolls it again. And she gets 17.
What?
Ah. All right, we have to re-roll it then. Them's the rules.
That's the rules, huh?
Are those the rules?
I don't
Those are the
know.
rules. Go ahead, roll again.
What rules exactly are they?
Fey rules.
What?
Fey rules.
Yeah, you probably should have gotten
We're
the
just doing
list of
basic
rules
rules.
before you started playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Go ahead, roll
Yep.
again, Merlon.
Yep.
16.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
12. Chance? Come on, it's my lucky day.
Lucky,
So
lucky.
it is.
And to finish it, because you always play for 3 rounds.
What?
One more time. Them's the rules.
What? These rules are. Them's the rules. Okay, so what's this one
I
for?
mean, you're already at 40,000 silver. I mean, are you going to walk away from or try to break the game in the middle of that?
I mean, what are you betting for this time?
40,000 silver. Matches since we're just playing for pocket change.
Okay. All right.
Do you have the 40,000 you've already won, or are you expecting him to bet an additional?
Well, here's the thing: if he wins,
We're even.
he gets 80,000. So he original bet was 10. So he'd be getting 70. That's what the windfall is. If he loses, then he owes me. Let's see. Yeah, 40,000 because that was what he was betting.
Okay. You
Unless
know
you want to
what?
bet something else. I mean, you were the one who imposed money only.
I feel like we've been doing pretty well for ourselves, Chance. What do you say?
Don't get me involved in this.
Chance again?
You're the chaperone, Chance, and you're like, nope, you're on your own.
You
No,
have-
no, I am the chaperone in that I am not doing this business. But if he wants to do it, I'm trying to make him aware of what he is doing.
Well,
I'm
Chance,
still letting him make that choice, but I am not co-signing. I am not paying the lease if he loses.
wow.
That is
Dang.
very much a person from Rodina would say. I gave you the warnings. Yep.
Chance, reminder, you have time on your side. Wink, 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 wink.
I feel like that's not going to work.
I feel like you just need to believe. I'm rolling the dice.
Oh, for God's sake.
15. All right. 16.
6?
16. Great. Looks like I win in the end.
Ooh, hold on. I won 2 of the 3.
We kept betting for double or nothing.
But I
That'd be
want
40,000 silver, please.
How's the signature instead?
What was that? Want to give me your name in exchange? Your autograph?
Is she communicating? Is Chance communicating this in our heads?
Oh,
to
she
us?
for sure is.
Okay, Lance is gonna walk up at this point and be like, Dewdrop, I don't think you really want to be cheating these people, do you?
Cheating?
You're accusing me of stealing, of cheating.
Well, I mean, he does owe you the 10.
We did double or nothing, and I in fact made it a point, because you know the big guy, not to use any tricks.
Right. But when he won the first one, he already was playing to win 20 or win nothing. He wasn't doubling his stake. He was playing to win double. He was doubling his winnings, not doubling his stake.
I did say though, and I said it in front of the two of them, that if he wins, he gets the windfall of 70,000, and if he loses, he owes me 40,000.
Did she say that, Erlon?
She did say that.
Well, then you're an
Chance,
idiot,
now
Erlon.
you're gonna speak up.
I told you it was a dumb idea.
I was being
thought you'd
nice
do
and
some
not using
magic.
any trickery. And now you're saying that I'm cheating. She puts her hands on her.
Get
No,
out.
No, you were fair in what you said.
I told you, Erla, if you lost, that I was not helping you pay for this.
Fine.
Do you have money to pay for this?
I do have the money to pay for this.
You have 40,000 silver?
From the group fund.
From
Don't
the
have
group.
40,000 in the group fund.
We're gonna bleed the group dry for Erlon's debt.
Well, you guys have gotten stuff from the group fund, and I haven't.
We have less than
40,000.
6,000 in the group fund.
Well, perfect. We'll have 6,000 left, and I'm doing my math really quickly.
How much do you have, Erlon?
I have enough. I'll pay this
You
thing.
40,000 silver. You have that?
Yes, I have it.
Okay.
If you want, we can defer it, but I want interest.
What do you mean? What is this deferring? What do you mean?
I don't like doing it. Sounds so much like a devil. But yeah, you can owe me later plus interest, whatever that is.
How much interest? And that I feel like it's going to be like double or more.
Run into
You-
slavery.
What's your interest? What's your accrual rate?
You're asking a fairy what it is. Isn't it? She kinda,
Okay,
like,
let me
shouts over.
ask a cleaner question. Is there a favor we could take
She
on
immediately perks up.
instead that has very clear instructions to satisfy that would satisfy his debt?
Sure, we can go for a medium-sized favor.
What favor would that be?
That I need to. It's a valuable thing to trade. Don't worry, nothing. If you have qualms about it, it won't be anything illegal or anything. It's just do a favor. That would be
Like,
equal to
list-
40,000 silver.
List it right now.
Well, and you
Not a
you
favor
not a
for at any
devil.
point.
I'm not a devil. I don't do details.
Well, then we can't do it for you if you. How are we supposed to leave here and just start doing things and then hope that it's the thing you need done?
No. Look, we can at a
A f-
later
A
time.
fey favor is she would call upon us at a later time and ask us to complete a task for her at some
Exactly.
point in the future that would be equivalent to what is owed.
Exactly. Something that you would get paid 40,000 silver for.
It's the later time. We may not be here. We may not be convenient to do so. Right now is convenient.
Well,
Yeah, that's how fate favors work. It doesn't matter about if it's convenient for you, it's convenient for her.
Also, the favor is him. I said I was not taking part in whatever debt.
It's
Yeah.
fine. We have been doing nothing but favors for the longest time together. What is
Great.
it?
So I'll figure it out and I'll ask you about it at a later date.
How you don't even know me?
I know you. You're Big Red. The famous Big Red who gives out autographs to all the little boys and girls. The one the big guy, definitely, who's counting on.
You hear that, guys? She knows me.
Oh yeah. She can't forget you. You owe her.
Does anyone have 10,000 silver? I have 30.
Chance is like, no, do not have favors with Faye.
Oh,
It
no.
can't be
If he
that
owes
bad.
her the favor, it doesn't matter to us.
Yeah,
You don't have a
okay.
favor with Faye. He has a medium sized
I know.
favor.
That's why I'm
It
laughing.
sounded an awful lot like she was trying to loop the rest of us in it.
Oh, she can try to loop
I
whoever
mean,
she
seriously,
wants in,
I can just pay her out. I can just
But
pay.
Red accrued the debt, and Lance is the one bargaining, and the rest of us have not opened our mouths once. Well, some of us have tried to.
So, really quick, just getting in the mind, right? I
It's
had
funny
the
because you all
money.
are talking telepathically. So it's like,
Yes. Yeah. So I have the money with me to pay her off. But a favor seems like it's going to be nothing unless someone says otherwise.
I'm just saying,
Otherwise,
none of the jobs. I'm just saying that none of the jobs we've done so far. Well, not none of the jobs that we've done so far, but most of the jobs we've done so far haven't paid 40,000.
Alan, I feel like this is a valuable lesson you need to learn.
Fine, I'm paying
Also,
her
that
out.
I do agree with that.
I'm paying her out.
Oh, no fun.
Here's your damn silver, even though I feel like I won.
I mean, if you want to go for another set,
Now,
Oh, that sounds good. I could get double back, guys.
I mean,
no,
No?
You
no.
you don't have enough to pay her a second time.
This is called the gambler's fallacy.
I
Would-
mean, what are the odds? You can win. I mean, I won, so 50-50 chance you can win. You can win.
I mean, I
next
was rolling really good before, guys.
Yeah, no, I just finished reading a paper on this like 3 months before I moved up here. No, it's called the gambler's fallacy. Don't do it.
I also told him I worked in Ardita, and also the odds are less than 50-50 because you made it re-roll for rules reasons.
There has to
Hey, you
always be
gotta
a
have
winner.
clearly defined rules and everything, Red. You can't just start rolling dice and trying to make money. You gotta know how to play the game first. You gotta
I mean,
know
if you
your
want-
odds and you play those.
Alice is going to come over and ask, why don't you play a game of Erlon's choosing instead of dice? You chose the one you won. Why doesn't he choose the one he he might win? Make it a little bit more fair. I mean, you have home turf advantage.
Everyone knows how to play dice, though.
Well, clearly he doesn't.
Nope, not at all.
She kind of chuckles. Well, maybe a game later on in the future.
Oh, are you scared to play another game besides dice? Were you not prepared with your, bag of trickery for the day? You can't meet Elon on his terms.
Trickery. Is it? This is racism. I did no tricks. I
Oh,
literally.
all right. Let's just. The
She's
whole
like now
reason I came
pouting and-
over here was because we were trying not to start an incident. Let's talk
Okay.
information.
Okay. And she kind of like takes off a little bit, fluttering with her wings.
Does
Goes
that
over.
mean she forgot about the payment?
No, I
Take the
don't
money.
think so.
She goes over, whispers to the tree end, and then goes over and is like, "All right, we can use this room." And she kind of flutters into this room over here.
That was so fast. She got him to do that so fast.
You do notice, like, the cat folk are just like they stopped everything as the whole thing was happening. You just see them like looking at you all and just seeing what happened with Erlon and everything. But one by one, you all enter the room. I'm gonna grab your token, Erlon.
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I tried
And
sneaking out.
door closes. All right. Fun games are had.
Oh, so much fun.
I offered, you accepted. Just because I won in the end doesn't mean I cheated. Not all Fae are cheaters. Anyway, you all are here because you're looking for the door, right?
How'd you know that?
Because that's what the informants told me.
Well, we weren't aware whether you were in contact with the green guy since apparently he gave you a name from 5 years ago, or gave us your name from 5 years ago. So we weren't sure whether you were recently in contact with him.
Oh yeah, I go by many names. That name I used 5 years ago here in this establishment. But yeah, had Hayoshi's network contacted me saying keep an eye out for this. And Zanny, you can roll a history check with that name uttered.
Is this motherfucker still running this fucking shit? I thought he was supposed to stop doing that. Is it history check?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know it's not him, but a certain elf inheritor
Okay.
of his. But I mean, they're in contact with each other regularly.
Yeah.
So, but she's like, anyway, the yes or no, you guys are looking for a magic door that appears during moonlight, or under the moonlight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I I've been doing some scouting at night, and I think I have a few locations of interest for you, as well as a song that you guys can sing to help make it appear. And she kind of like
Oh.
picks up the scroll, and who's taking the scroll?
Music
Probably.
magic. That's fun.
Yeah, one of the two of us that has musical talent.
Yeah.
Wait, is she's picking up the scroll, trying to like hand the scroll to someone? Is it Zanny or Alice or Chance? Because you said musical talent. I know Alice has musical
Well,
talent, so
yeah, I think she was specifically referring to herself and Alice, just the two bards. And
okay.
that's what Zanny's talking about too.
Gotcha. I didn't know because you said yourself, and then I was like, wait, Janny's not musically talented yet. Like I know you have the guitar you've been practicing, so that's what confused me.
No, I was just saying that I agree with her, just that I'm thinking what she's thinking, my bad.
Gotcha. She's gonna go over and she's gonna actually give you, Zanny, the scroll and say, "This is the locations that I've marked in the city, and I'll explain it in just a moment." And then she walks over on the table and goes over um, to the two bards. So there's a song. It's an ancient song that, or at least part of a song. Most of it's been lost for it. But do any of you guys both speak primordial or Sylvan?
No, I just learned Rian.
No? Okay.
Unfortunately, no.
I thought
I
you
speak-
spoke
can
every
work-
language.
I
It could
speak
still-
primordial.
Yeah, it could still work in common, but you have to sing a lot more for the magic to work.
No chance,
And
that's
it
all
is
you,
Sylvan.
darling.
I mean, also, if we're learning a song, I can learn a song in those languages. Don't have to speak it.
Up to you. And I'm gonna post it in Discord, the song.
Does me being able to speak primordial and suck at singing help?
You have
I
to
mean,
perform.
I mean, I was gonna say, I was gonna say, as far as like, you could tutor to make sure that me and or Alice are pronouncing it correctly as we are singing it in the, in those languages.
Does it have to be sung, or is it like a situation where Chance could sing it and I could provide backups on the violin?
Needs to be sung.
Well, she'd be singing it, but I'd just be helping her with a
You can
tune.
you can add music. That's fine, but
Did she write it
old
down for
magic.
us?
She's gonna not write it down, but she's gonna say it. And I just posted it in Discord, and I'll sing it out loud. When the world was young and all was green, hope was felt and wonder seen. Children of stone and children of fay would dance together night and day. Lost to time and forgotten to sleep, but stirs when it remembers, O door to the deep.
Lance is going to try to sing it in primordial and see how does that sound.
Roll performance check.
It's the cats outside probably start howling in time with him.
Did,
Yep.
did she do it in common or did she do it in primordial?
She would have done it originally in Sylvan, but then translated it to common because she knows Sylvan but not primordial.
All right.
So that's the song. You can memorize it and sing it in Sylvan or in primordial. You can even sing it in any language. But if you're going to sing it in any language, you have to repeat it over and over again. What that song does is it stirs the old magic of the Dwelven ruins, so it's more likely to appear if it's there. Now, I gave you Zanny? You point to you,
Yep.
Zanny. Okay, cool. Names. Okay. I gave you a map of the city that I marked up with different addresses for different locations.
Mm-hmm.
And do you open it and look at it?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, you see there are like circles in different parts of the city, and she's like, right now I've confirmed 4 places where it has appeared. It can reappear again there, but there's no guarantee that it's gonna appear there any night. There's the astronomy tower or the observatory up atop of Mount Nakarak. I saw it appear once fleeting in the middle of the cedar forest. I saw it also in the middle of the ruins, in the old town ruins for it. And I saw it once in an abandoned house. So those are 4 locations I've seen it. Whether they're going to appear there again, I have no idea. But
Do you have the dates that they appeared in case there's like a pattern? You can, here, like if it's going in a circle or I'm very
those,
good with patterns and mathematical.
sure. I mean, and she's going to write it down for it. They don't appear, they're not in consecutive order. Those are all days where I just stumbled across on it. And I don't know even if that means the magic only comes to those who are not looking for it. I have no idea. This is older than even me, or even my lady that I serve in the Fey realm. This is at least 10,000 plus years old. But and she'll write down some dates. When you look at it, you notice they are very sporadic. Like she saw them like once on one day, one night, another in a different location 3 nights later, another location 2 nights, revisiting the same place for like the observatory, and then it goes back to the like old ruins. I'll give you a more exact date. I'll write it down, but right now there's no discernible pattern. It does seem to be at random. Any questions on that? I'll keep
So,
searching, but
so it doesn't. So it changes every night. So we should not expect it to appear in the same place twice.
correct. And it'll appear at night, usually when both moons are out. So that's usually between the hours of 11 and 2 a.m.
Okay. And
It also appears to be mostly uh, less populated areas.
Yep.
and only one place at a time.
Yep.
Okay. So we got a small window, but we can comb and maybe try out some places where we get good vantage points. Do you have to view it from a certain angle, or is it just if it's visible to you, it's visible to you?
If it's visible to you, it'll be visible. You can also use that song at that location. Try to see if it's there. It's always a possibility you can try using that song.
Okay.
You'll have to wait a while though, because if it's like, for example, if it's at the observatory that night and you go at 11 a.m. and you just sing, it may not appear right away. But if it is there, it may appear within like maybe 30 minutes after you've sung the song.
So does the song call it?
It awakens the old magic in there. So it's not really being summoned, it's just stirring so it'll reveal itself.
Were you singing when you saw it these other times? Like, do we go to a random place and start singing, or do we go places looking for the door?
So
Like, I'm
when
not sure how the song does the song make our odds better? Like, what? I don't exactly understand.
when I was looking around for them, I had trouble finding it, but I still was able to stumble across it without the song. After finding this song, whenever I sang it at different locations, it would appear if it was there versus me having to strain and keep casting spells to try to detect it. Maybe it increases the odds. I can't say for certain no and can't say for certain yes.
Also, a lot of that old magic has its own intent. So, I mean, it could just be as simple as the old magic lacks the song. Like
That may
literally, the spell just is smart enough to remember the song from when it was cast.
So our
especially
best
these
odds
lyrics.
our best odds would be for us to divide and everybody go to a different spot and just sing the song and see what happens.
Yep. Only issue with that is you're not the only ones in town looking for it.
Who else is looking for it?
Bad people. And yeah, I got attacked once by some freaky looking people, but they were, I don't even know if I can call them. They had like a moon for a head. And then there was other like demons and even weird angels trying to attack me.
Without wings?
No, these had wings. At least two. So
Okay. And moons for heads?
yeah, weird. Also, like oblong arms.
Does that spark anything? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does that trigger anything for anybody?
You guys can do. You can roll Arcana checks for the people inclined to know it.
That's such an oddball description, you know?
Yeah. So, Chance and Zanny, Erlon. Really? Okay.
Where were those dice when you were gambling 40,000?
What the fuck?
So, everyone but Lance has heard there are fairy tale stories of bad people chasing after children and children out lost out in the woods in the middle of the night. And then these mysterious beings appear and they start attacking and to defend the children. And they kind of look like this in the fairy tales. So they are summoned by the moon, or they are manifestations of moon energy in the fairy tales, and they just protect people. Everyone's like, "Ugh."
How dare you on that one? Scared the shit out of me.
Praz. That's a new Silent Hill fear unlocked right there.
So imagine that in fairy tales, because it makes sense for that drawing to be like fairy tales, because fairy tales are messed up. So that is where you guys would remember them, and they would be called Moonlight Guardians. And for those who rolled 25 or more, you would know that they are constructs.
Oh. Oh, they don't hail from Mechanus, do they?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I know, Dewdrop says. If I find more information, I'll reach out to you. I'll try to sending or maybe call you up at your fancy mansion at Misere Mansion, right?
I don't think I like.
Stalker, are you?
Yeah, I don't think I like your attitude.
That wasn't an attitude. Again, trading in information. You guys need to know things. I probably am your girl.
Yes, but I feel like you should ask for the information and allow us to volunteer the information, not come in armed with the information.
I'm sorry. I won't then contact you at your home convenience. I'll say, hey, come over here to the bar. I won't just tell you on the phone at the comfort of your own house.
I wasn't.
She should have a phone.
I wasn't. Of course I have a phone. Everybody who's anybody in Zurich has a phone, darling. That's not that hard of a guess.
And I knew she was somebody in town. She's Alice Misere.
I don't like it when you say that. But also, I really like it when I hear people say that, so I'm really torn right now, darling. No, you can contact.
It's 'cause I'm a fae, isn't it?
No, it's not because it's not because you're a fae. It's because I constantly have in my ears, "Don't give your name to fae." From, and she's gonna point at Zany and Chance. Those two, who I'm pretty sure, you know, it's like a cardinal rule in this group is don't give your name to a fae, and it's gotten to me. Okay, I apologize. I apologize. Look, I apologize. There's just we I'm not a fan of people, knowing where I live.
I literally like her just like flicking her hair. Okay.
I don't know, Alice. This one's on my good side. I like you.
Thanks. All right.
I-
Anything else I can help you out with about this
Uh,
one? This one's on the house, by the way.
not this, but I might be in the market for information on some other people.
Sure. Do you have their names?
Uh,
And how much are you willing to pay?
I've got a cursed filter of love. What's that gonna give me?
Mm,
Mm-mm.
Wait, sorry. This is DMS. Did you say cursed or uncursed?
Cursed.
Okay.
Cursed filter of love.
What kind of curse?
Makes them hate you after they love you.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
All right. Wait, here, they give,
I can make that work. I
Manny
can-
gives me another 4.
She just looks at you as like your your mimic ring licks your finger. That is cool. All right. Yeah, I can make that work. Background check on people. Is that what you want?
Uh,
On a
yeah.
person? It's uncommon, so one person I can do a background check on.
Hmm. Sure.
Maybe two, as long as you stop at the Fey hate.
Look, I was never hating on you. I just wasn't willing to make any long-term commitments with you.
Fair. So I'll tell me the name. If it's a challenge, I might just do it one. If it's something easy, I'll just probably do two.
All right. I'd like information on Emery Siren.
Ooh, government guy. That'll be hard. He's very warded. So that's a oneer.
All right.
So great. Payment at completion. Anyone else want some spying done?
I mean, I really don't want any spying done, but while we're talking about, those type of things, do you happen to run in any of the circles around here that trade in some of the undergoods?
Black market stuff?
Yeah, sometimes I like to go fishing in a well.
Yeah, there are some black market folks around. You're trying to get something or hawk something.
Uh, More see what's available and see if I have anything they're interested in. Looking to
Okay.
make friends.
Making friends, contacts. These are type of people that usually don't want to make friends, contacts unless you're giving something. Um, if it's an inquiry. Here's how it works. She's like thinking, and she's walking on the desk. Like you just see her kind of like walking about back and forth, for it. And she's like, "All right, you want to offer a gift? That'll get an introduction to them. That way they'll be like, "Oh, thank you so much for this gift. I think you're kind of cool." And then they'll be like, "Okay, we'll talk. We'll start talking. And that can help you ease in without it necessarily being suspicious, like you're an undercover constable."
You know what? If you don't mind being my go-between for this here, how about this? And she'll produce like a copy of her recipe for the ointment.
Ooh, magic.
So yeah, that's I ran across this a little while back and I was able to reverse engineer it. So it's been kind of lost. It's hard to make these days, but I managed to figure out the recipe. I'm sure that'll get their attention.
That'll get their attention. So then they can maybe send you a letter in thanks and open up some dialogue. And if you want me to be your in between, I'll be more than obliged. As long as there's some payment also involved for me.
Oh, I'll make sure you get your cut.
Awesome. All right. What about you, Lance Black Sands Big Red? Any spying you want done? No?
Lance is gonna
Zilch.
is gonna look at Red first just to see if he's gonna say anything.
Nope. I have nobody to spy on at all.
All right. Going once?
What, darling? You didn't ask me.
Okay. What about you, Lady Nazaire?
Thank you. Well, I was more curious. You're quite good at your job, you would say, wouldn't you?
Part of a very powerful shadow network.
Well, if I wanted you to spy on, not so much spy, but gather information, that's well within your wheelhouse, correct?
Of course.
Well, what if I wanted you to gather information on incidents surrounding the more recent tragedy at the factory? Would you be more inclined to go towards your underground route, or would you be able to gather information at a higher level?
I mean, I can do both.
I don't have very much to give. I do have these nifty gloves of climbing and swimming, though.
More magic items? I mean, sure. That'll get you one or the other.
I want to hear what the common man is saying about the events. You know.
Okay. I'm writing this down because now so common man perspective.
More the underground. That's what I'm calling the common man. More of a who done it type situation. I need you to put on your best detective skills for me, darling, because it wasn't my husband. I would like to know how it happened and why it happened, and make sure it was an accident.
She casts disguise self on herself, and you see her like wearing just like a detective outfit, and she
Well,
has like a fake magnifying glass. You can count on me.
that is adorable. I would
Just
watch.
imagine that with a detective outfit, like Sherlock Holmes.
I would watch a movie about you, darling.
So, all right. Then I'm just writing that. So, one, underground perspective on the factory. Two is research or gather information on Mr. Saren. And then number three is introduction gift to the black market. All right. She'll do that, and she'll expect the payment of the gloves afterwards. Anyone else need anything?
I don't need anything right now, but I may send you a sending later.
Okay, sounds good.
And she can probably insight that Lance wants to say something, but he doesn't want to say it in front of the others.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else could also probably do an insight check on Lance as well. If it's that obvious. Yep. Chance immediately. Sus.
Gladly.
I'll roll it, but my default is I assume Lance is up to shady shit. Oh yeah, Lance is up to shady shit.
Lance, roll a deception check just to see. Or it's just like, okay, whatever. Like everyone else is like sus.
Lance is doing shady shit. Doo-dah.
Doodah.
Alice just assumes
I
it's
mean,
too
you might as well
embarrassed.
just. I mean, you might as well just say it.
I need to get some more info first.
Are you sure we could just leave the room really quickly? I did not bring my whiskey with me, and I'm sure it's gone now.
Yeah, we could just go away.
No, I need to get some more info first. I'm not ready.
Okay.
All right. Well, that concludes my stuff. You guys ordered food, so go enjoy food from Dents. He's a good chef. So enjoy it. I'm gonna take off though. So see ya.
You know, if you need something, if you ever need something, give me a call sometime.
Sure. We'll see about that
I'm a man
payment.
of my word. I didn't pay
Uh,
you yet.
And I'm willing to do favors, but not
What the?
in the future. Like, if you come with something, then we can do an arrangement.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll think about it. This is a medium-sized favor from a legendary hero, Big Red himself. I can use it, or I can give it someone else, and they can use it.
Yeah.
But also, favor from Chance. Yeah, I can, lots of different things. I'm excited for this new
Yeah.
budding friendship together.
Like I said, but you have to come with me with the details. I'm not promising anything for a vague future.
Yeah, I'll try. No guarantees. Again, not a devil. Very flowy.
Yeah, well, as you can see,
I know.
I like things the other way.
It's in your blood.
Ah!
All right.
I do have one thing before you go.
Oh.
Random. Keep an. It's a help if people are asking you for help. If any specifically vampires are looking for help, send them to me.
I've never heard of any vampire that is looking for help, but there was a vampire incident a couple months ago here
Here,
in the city. Yeah.
what kind of incident?
Somebody got their blood drained, and there was a whole situation. Paragons had to step in, and they stabbed some stakes in some hearts, and we're not sure if they got all of them. At least that's what the rumor mill says.
Lance is gonna toss her one of the cursed stones, the cursed gemstones, and just say it's a cursed gemstone. It makes people unlucky. If there's any vampires left in town that are in hiding, find them for me.
Okay. She kind of kicks it. Ugh, hackers.
Yeah, I love hag magic.
You're a weird one. But hey, I don't mind. And we all have our kinks. Okay, bye. And she just zips about.
You looking for a new mommy, Lance?
No, you know my project? I feel like I need something that can talk back while I'm working on removing the negative energy in it.
Oh,
I could also, I mean, I couldn't the last time we talked about it, and then I kind of forgot because it wasn't my project, but I could see if I can contact the one that I met.
Yeah, but she was in Jeddah, right?
I mean, she was, but that was months ago.
Right. Oh, speaking of totally random, before we go back to town, can we stop at a magic store? Is there a store in town that sells magic in this little town?
There's a lot of stores in town, magic stores in this lovely, wonderful town.
You would
Um,
also
that
know
just
he's
sells
calling it
magic?
small town. Not
Darling,
even a city. He's not even calling it a city. He's
darling,
calling it
do you have a cinema? How many telephones are there in Timashk?
Yeah, every small town has their weird little kink to draw people in. You know, every roadside attraction needs something to get the tourists to come in. But no, I actually, when I woke up this morning, apparently in my drunken haze, when apparently Zany says I was hugging a tree last night. That's not the one cooking our food. That I, I, I wrote in my spell book, and I know how to cast a new spell, but I need chalk or magic ink.
I feel like
Okay.
it's relatively easy to come by.
Right. I just need to stop by one of those stores.
Oh, you just need a magical supply shop.
Yeah. I just don't know where one is in this little
Well,
town.
you
so.
could find one by yourself since the town is so small, or you could admit that Zarek is one of the foremost towns of Eremer, and I will take you there.
I mean, it's such a tiny town, right, Lance? Just so eensy weensy.
All right, I'll find it by myself. Bye.
Have a good time, darling.
You all open the door, and
I'll
like,
open the door.
or someone opens the door, and the dances is like, I was wondering when you guys would come. Food's ready, and he has all the food ready and cooked for you guys. So the burger, the venison with the stew. I can't remember what Lance and Alice. I don't think Alice ordered anything. She's but
Spicy
food.
fire bagel.
Yeah, the dragon breath pepper bagel. Speaking of which, Lance, roll of Constitution saving throw from how spicy it is.
Alice, of course, ordered her lunch of choice, alcohol.
Are you keeping that, Lance?
It's the end of the session. Absolutely not.
There you go. You for a moment you start sweating, and then it finally like it gets out of your system, and you just love it. It's delicious. It's very spicy bagels, and it's a good kick in the mouth for it.
It goes perfectly with the black wine.
Yep. So
Lance tries to give Alice a bite at one point. He's like, "Here, try this. It's really good."
No,
It's just a bagel.
I read the menu, Lance.
Yeah, it's a pepper and salami bagel.
We're not on speaking terms until you get nicer to me about Zarek. All right?
This is a local delicacy. I figured you would try it.
A local delicacy. We're in a just bar.
Yeah, that's where the most common local foods come is from bars and street
Okay,
food.
hold on. I want you to repeat the first two words of that statement.
Local delicacy?
You said common local. Those are two words you're going to describe me with. Well, one of them,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, well. Common.
Lance, you look back down, and you can roll perception check really quickly. No, you look, your bagel's gone.
You ate that really fast.
Yes, I did.
Were you joking with me when you offered me some? That was really rude, Lance. That was incredibly rude.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
well, I just feel like we're on bad terms now, Lance, darling. First you insult Zarek, now you're insulting me.
Well, good.
Good. All right. So before we end the session, just want to ask: what is the goal of the team? Are you guys gonna try to do things around the city before night? Are you gonna start searching tonight for the first location? What is the group deciding? Eventually.
We need a vacation. Look. We have time. We have time. Look, we have time. We could spend the rest of the day looking around, looking at magic stores, looking at magic things, going to the cinema, going to dinner, and then tomorrow we can start properly doing our jobs because we deserve this, you guys. We've worked really hard. We just crossed the desert and we got detained and all that stuff.
How many nights will we have proper lighting conditions for this?
You do not know.
I
'Cause-
think we should go out every night.
We
Alright.
can spend the day being tourists, but we should spend the nights searching.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to sleep in late this way, Alice.
I don't want to sleep in late. Every single night. We can't have our first night here properly in Zarek. We can't have one night where we just are normal people doing normal things.
If we have the right light, I don't know if we can.
I will say.
We could.
Hold up. Sorry, not to interrupt. I just want to make sure everyone can see. Does everyone see me the month of Earth that I pulled up
Mhm.
on the roll 20?
Yes.
Okay. So guaranteed tonight is full moon, the blue full moon. The tomorrow night is gonna be the white full moon. It's gonna start waning. Maybe 5 days into the month of feasts, maybe before, because the blue moon orbits every 13 days. So it's going to be a new moon in 13 days. White moon is already going to be waning. So you have probably at this starting tonight, maybe 7 days to find it.
Okay. So
I
more
feel
than
like
a
the
week.
double full moons are going to have the strongest magic. I mean, we already learned that the past 2 months.
Yeah. If we've got over a week, I think we've got time to at least take one night to be just normal people and hide away if we want to.
Great.
Plus, we can use it as undercover spying. Like we can, if nothing else, even as tourists, we can gather information on the technological level of the city and report that back to Wolf first of all.
All right.
I don't think it's a Rian you're allowed to be saying that, Zenny darling.
So next time,
I'm-
session 60, we'll be picking up on the last day of Earth. And we can RP some of the things you guys choose to do or not do in the RP chats for this night. We'll start a little bit like in recap of what you guys would have liked to have done that day doing the touristy things, but we're gonna get into that next day, 5th day, next time. So, all right, y'all. Thank you for a wonderful session. This was fun. The city life of Zarek. We'll see what happens next time, next week for session 60. Till then, good night, y'all. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Good night.